Welcome to the stream. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Brea Thorn. How the heck are we doing? I really need to figure out how to automate that. But hey, hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm okay. Hanging in there. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Going to talk about computers and stuff. And if that's news to you, then I don't know what to tell you. Other than welcome to the stream for the first time, I guess. Because it's just what we do here. What is going on, Donut Farmer? Welcome to the Twitch stream on the YouTube stream. What's up, Medic? Indeed, with the Let's Go Nerds. What's up, Sailor? How are you? Another random SI. Very cool. Alice, welcome. Sergeant Skibby, welcome to the stream. Dave Odell, hello to you as well. But, Sailor's on observation duty. Watch out for Huge Man. But yeah, here we are. We're doing the thing. Snorlax is the best spray. Well, that'd probably be a more fitting shirt for me, honestly. Anton says to like the stream, everybody. You do what you got to do. I'm really toying with the idea of putting YouTube chat up here as well. Just getting one of those things to mix them in. I don't know, man. But the activity between the two, between YouTube and Twitch, it does vary. Sometimes it's a lot more going on Twitch chat. Sometimes YouTube chat will calm down, and sometimes vice versa, like right now. What's up, Crash? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What's up, Robert? Welcome to the stream. Ben, welcome back. Jerry, welcome to the stream. Oh, man. What a day. What a day. It is way too hot in Texas. We're like, yesterday was like 105. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm tired of it, but whatever. Blue Techie, here's the thing, and thank you for commenting. I haven't heard or seen anyone get in trouble for having chats up. Here's my thing. You see that little purple check mark? I got that when things were a lot more active. Then I took a 9-month hiatus from streaming that I had to take after moving, and then it just took me a long time to get back. Longer than it should have, to be honest. But at that point, my Twitch streams died down quite a bit. But it was before that I reached Twitch Partner. And now I split my streams between YouTube and Twitch. So that takes a lot of that traffic and moves it over to YouTube. So if I lose partnership because suddenly they decide to crack down on showing YouTube chats or other chats on stream, I'm probably gonna, I either would never get it back or it would take me an awfully long time. And there's times where, I've been making it to TwitchCon the last 2 years. I don't know if I'm going to make it this year, but it is nice to be able to go there as a partner. Like if I don't have Twitch Partner, I'm not going to go to TwitchCon probably, just because it's kind of the only reason I go. There aren't really many SIs that go there. So yeah, it's hard to say. Doing pretty good. Same here. Yeah, doing all right. Doing all right. So I just hesitate to take any risks outside TOS, is what I'm saying. I don't like to break TOS for that reason. I don't know that I would make it. Sorry, I was just cleaning off my prompter here. I don't know that I would get it back if I lost it. Well, yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Twitch Partner is, like, once you get it, unless you break TOS, they're not going to take it away from you, from what I understand. Cool with me. There's not like a thing every year where they check how you're doing. They're like, okay, we're going to take that check mark away from you. No, it's like, no, I'm keeping that. But yeah, I know that there's a new there are new plugins for multi-streaming, so they might allow me to have a different feed go to YouTube that would show the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat, and then on Twitch you'd just be able to see the Twitch chat. I think if I can do that, that's what I'm probably going to do. Bulbasaur is the best Gen 1 starter. Oh yeah, Bubby's great. Bubby is great. But yeah, Warrior Sailor, good evening. I ordered an outdoor AC. An outdoor. Oh, delivery date is December. Got it. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. So yeah, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this thing where we talk about pre-builts and part lists and computer stuff, and it's great and it's a good time. And if it's your first time here, I'm like excited for you. I'm excited for you in that way. And I'm still having trouble talking because of my cheek here on the inside. I bit it like a week ago and it just hasn't quite. I keep like accidentally kind of nicking it. It hurts. It sucks. But I'll do my best. You might hear me enunciate a little oddly sometimes or speak slowly to avoid perpetuating that. But what's going on with you guys? Talk to me. Poan, welcome. How you doing? It's been a minute. How you been? Sinbleed. I hope Battle Mage's GPUs are good in mid-range. Battle Mage is just gonna. I was just talking to somebody about this. I think that AMD is prepping for Battle Mage to compete with it. I don't think Nvidia is ready for it. I don't think Nvidia is ready at all for Battle Mage. And you just look at how they cut back on their mid-range and budget GPUs, right? For this gen. And I mean, they're even cutting back on them. Like the 4070 coming out with GDDR6 non-X, although most people should be getting the 4070 Super at this point because of the disparity in performance versus the disparity in price. Great price to performance increase there, but yeah. 105 degrees, that's wild. Had that a couple days in Portland, Oregon area this summer. What do you guys do in that heat, especially package delivery drivers? You get used to it for one thing, but you hydrate incessantly. The other aspect of it though, Ben, is the humidity here. The humidity here is like about as high as it can get most of the time. So that combination is really the killer because you can't sweat properly. Your sweat can't evaporate. Wow, Poan, geez, way to make me feel old. I started watching the streams in 10th grade. Now I'm in second year uni. I'm gonna sell my PC to buy a new one, says Blue Techie. So that's gonna be fun. The market sucks right now around here anyway. So good luck with that. I'm genuinely good luck with that. But Micro Center is gonna open in my area soon. What you're gonna notice, Blue Techie, is that there's gonna be people waiting to buy anything until Micro Center opens unless they're not in the know on that. So that can make it really hard to sell stuff. And by the way, even just because the Corsair PC is no longer in the desk there, that does not mean it's not available anymore. I am still selling the Corsair 1080p gaming machine from the build kit for $900, and that's out there, guys. In case you want it, PC custom built by me on stream. It is still available. Also, I can do upgrades to it too if you want me to. Clues pointing to Handsome Jack likely returning in Borderlands 4. I hope that happens. I don't know who that is. Sorry, Crash. I never really played Borderlands, unfortunately. Medic says Phoenix PC updated their site and build options after I bought mine, of course. Yeah, I did see that. It's not gonna, like, look, any minor changes they make are not going to diminish the quality of the PC you got and the performance that you already have. So I didn't know that was when that was going to happen necessarily, but it was, I think, I'm not going to say it was overdue because they had good deals there already. So you got yourself already a nice PC. It's just going to be slightly different. Yo, Country Bumpkin Simulation, thank you for the second month of membership there. Appreciate that. In the Swarmies, I appreciate you. Today was fun, says Robert. Bought the remnants of a 2010 gaming PC, big case and all, $30 for everything. Can't wait to live in the past for a week. Oh boy. Wenzel says, are you planning on getting an AMD Ryzen 9000 CPU? I've already got one in a system that I'm going to be unboxing on stream. That was going to be on Saturday or Friday. I forget which one I was putting in the video, but the video, I don't know when the video for that was supposed to be for this early this week. I don't know when it's coming out. So I'm probably going to move that stream to early next week, but it's a Ryzen 9700X system from iBuyPower. He is the villain in Borderlands 2. Okay. What's up, Ghost Poner? How's it going? Rarutu, how are you? Sinbleed said earlier, NVIDIA does not care for poor gamers anymore. Plus, they are screwed with B200 and Blackwell design flaw, which is huge. It's hard to think of NVIDIA being screwed over by anything right now. Their momentum is just that insane. But the fact that they don't care about budget gamers anymore, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I appreciate that, Pawan. I hope you're doing well. And you take it easy. I like mine, but I do prefer AMD GPUs over NVIDIA GPUs. The NVIDIA ones never seem to work right. That's a weird thing to hear. It used to be people saying that about AMD GPUs. Triple B, what's up? Welcome. How are you? Okay. Sailor X, there's 79 degrees here. Oh, that sounds nice. Robert says, and I found out I sold a Corsair PSU on Jawa when I got home. That's cool. I'm wondering if I should take the Corsair PC to Jawa and ask Jawa if I can be a seller on there. I should probably do that. And I'm not, the thing is, it would be barely competition for Jawa sellers because it's not something I would be doing very often. It would be like maybe one every couple of months after I get rid of a few right now. UKO says, hey, Braithorn, recently just found your channel and I'm loving it. Thank you. And you put me onto Alexander PCs. Now I'm thinking of getting the Archon from them, AMD. Any thoughts? You can't really go wrong with Alexander PCs. That's my thought. And you can get $50 off with my code. That's my second thought. But yeah, really, the people you need to hear from is not me. I've never bought anything from Alexander PCs, but we have a Discord full of people who have. And in our Discord, you can actually go to there's a group of channels called SI Testimonials, and under there, there are channels for most SIs. And you can find the one for Alexander PCs and read from actual buyers and see what they thought. And it's a good read through Alexander PCs, I'll tell you that. Ben says, how did you get into PC building and streaming? Well, I got into PC first upgrading and then building and stuff like that like 25 years ago when I was a youngin'. And as for streaming, I just wanted to play games. I got into streaming just with some friends, and I was playing like GTA Online and stuff like that. And then once the pre-built videos started to take off, then I started doing this on streams, and then the stream started to take off. So that's the Cliff's Notes on that. And just remember, Bray, don't vaporize the Jawas. You got it. Robert says, I've only sold parts on Jawa, but lots of people are selling low-end gaming PCs, $500 to $1,000 on there. The fee is high though, so you would have to ask over $1,000 for it just to hit 900. That's true. I mean, here's the thing. I haven't put anything in the Discord about it yet. We have a whole community there. I should probably try that first. Definitely can use your code, and I've joined the Discord. Good. Awesome. Welcome to the Swarm. Let's see. Got your stream fired up and getting down some homemade Chipotle bowls. That sounds awesome. Ghost Boner says, I think NVIDIA is make strides. AMD just know what they're doing better with the technology and aren't really games. Ghost Boner, you lost me there a little bit. I like NVIDIA GPU, but I don't like their pricing. Barutu, that's most of the industry, most consumers' thoughts on that. Gamers, or I'm not sure how many technicians work on these cards, then go back home and actually use them versus AMD. Ghost Boner, you're going off on a thing here, and I don't know what is going on there. It was such a wasted opportunity not to put Handsome Jack in the B movie. I didn't see that either. I've heard some people chatting about it, but you know. I would wait for 9800 X3D series of AMD. I saw Arrow Lake beat 9950X in all aspects. Not sure, hopefully on power as well. Probably not on power. Intel doesn't push on efficiency. Especially with them getting rid of hyperthreading, which can be a boost to efficiency, if I'm not mistaken. Getting rid of hyperthreading means that, Well, I don't know actually how that's going to affect our efficiency. I know hyperthreading can do things to the schedulers and things like that. Like that aren't necessarily always the best, but yeah. Medic says, I have 4070 Super. When I start my PC, at some point the screen will go black and come back on like it is resetting. Nothing changes, but it happens every single time. All drivers and BIOS are updated too. Not sure what the deal is with that, Medic. It could even be your monitor. It could be the refresh rate changing on your monitor or something like that. It's not necessarily your GPU. It could even be the cable, you know? There are a lot of parts involved, not just your graphics card. Yeah, 9800X3D is all but confirmed. New Asus motherboard leaked the support. No, we knew there's good. Look, here's the thing. I was telling you guys in the last stream, okay? My theory is the reason they have core parking on the Ryzen 9000 series R9 processors, the 9900X and 9950X, even though they don't have 3dV cache, is because I'm thinking for the next generation of CPUs, there will not be CPUs that don't have 3dV cache. That's my assumption. That's my educated guess. That's why I think they put core parking on a CPU that freaking does not need it. Monitor, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the greatest fear there would be that it's your GPU, right? And we tend to just like lean into what the greatest worry might be. It's like, my graphics card is bad. There's a whole slew of things that could be involved there. Is Apex Gaming still doing fine? Wenzel, I don't know if they ever were. Especially because I know they watch my videos. Hi, Apex. Do you watch my streams too? I haven't heard from them like once ever since the my response to them wanting to sponsor me and coming back and saying, I'm going to check out your site, and coming back and then saying, yeah, it's not great. Video's coming out tomorrow. And they're like, wait, what? The very, very cool part is you can link your listing to a YouTube video so people can watch your build. If nothing else, you get free views out of it. I mean, yeah, that's true. If anything, I would like to support Jawa. I think what Jawa's doing is super cool. And man, what a brilliant move to get in on the freaking Scrapyard Wars. Genius move. TL Foreman, what's up? It's been a minute since I've been here, but you helped me check out a Micro Center PC a month ago. I did get it and it's working beautifully. The Micro Center rep gave you props for great part selection. Ah, yes. Ah, my ego. Nice. I showed him one of your PC Matchmaker videos. He was impressed and floored that you don't charge. I keep hearing that. Guys, am I supposed to be charging you? Should I be charging you for this? I don't know. Like, I'm broke. Should I be charging y'all for this? That's just okay. No, don't take that the wrong way. Besides, you guys already show support, and when you like, what the Micro Center rep needs to know is that when someone goes to somewhere not Micro Center and uses a code that does support what I do, and I'm very open about that. So you save money, you support what I do. That's all I need. You know, any kind of charging above that would just be me being greedy, I feel. I mean, doing this got me to Twitch partner, right? That's cool. And for some reason, I'm still the only person that does this. It's kind of crazy. Hey, Bray, is there any company working on recycling e-waste? Probably several, but that's not really my, like, I don't know. Probably, yeah. I know that there are certain companies that will take old office PCs and turn them into somewhat gaming PCs. And I think that that's pretty cool, even though they're like, I don't want them to misrepresent what they are. Like, they need to let people know, hey, you can't really upgrade these in terms of CPU, and power supply is proprietary and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's a cool practice, and I think that there needs to be more of that. Whereas there's companies out there just creating more e-waste, like Alienware. But like Dell, I should say. Honestly, Bray, Borderlands 2 is worth playing through just for Jack, one of the best written video game villains IMO. That's a strong recommendation. Triple B says, honestly, Bray, $25 wouldn't hurt anyone that in a position to purchase a computer, even if the budget is $800 for a build. Time is one of the only things in life you can't get back. We love your vids, man. You should be compensated, even if only a little. Look, here's the thing. Anyone who's ever donated or done and given a, like, you guys know how I deal with that. This is a recession right now. Everything is insanely expensive, and PCs are like, you're saving your hard-earned money to get them. I don't feel right taking your money directly. I don't feel right about that. You put it towards a keyboard or something. This is an expensive hobby to get into, and I'm trying to welcome people here. I'm trying to swing the gates wide open, and I'm not trying to charge a cover charge to get in. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys. There are times where I'm like, you know, great moral code. Can you eat it? Can you fill up your gas tank with it? No, I can't. But I'm getting by. I'm fine. And things have been very good at times, like very good. I'm streaming on an FX3 camera right now. That's because when times are good, I put it back into the channel, basically. But, you know, that's how it goes, man. Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. I'm happy to do it. Wenzel, that's not really how I do that. If you're looking for help with getting a PC, just fill out the form. And then I could see Braxton. Okay, that's not what I was. Okay, all right. Well, my mouth goes faster than my brain sometimes. But Braxton 1823 just gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds. That's a tier 1 sub for Yeti 312, Jerry's Carpet TX, who is actually in. Wait, you're in YouTube chat though, aren't you, Jerry? Or are you in Twitch chat? You're in one of these. And Sinbleed, Pack 02 Forte, and Brian Jitsu, welcome to the Swarm. I appreciate you, Braxton. Thank you. And like, regardless, guys, listen. If you're wanting to support what I do, there are other ways to do it. You don't have to give subs or anything like that. If you want to subscribe to the Twitch stream or anything like that's cool. Like, yeah, because you get emotes, you know, and you get a special role in the Discord and all that. You can subscribe on YouTube. However, like, I have a merch store if you ever want to rock some RGB stuff. And just using a code is another way, or even if you know you can't be here for a stream, you can lurk in the background, just whatever, you know, things like that are ways of supporting me that everybody can do. Plus games cost a ton, says Soldier Boy. Very true. Everything costs a ton right now. Hey, bro, I'm sure one of the UPS power supply companies would pay you to promote their products. It's not as easy as that. Generally, it's better to be in a position where they reach out to you first. I've had a couple of, I get a lot of companies being like, hey, promote our products and we'll pay you this. And there's times where it's like, okay, no, because that doesn't make sense for my audience. Or no, this deal is really terrible that you're trying to make here with me, or whatever, you know? There's things that keep me from doing it. But I've never had like a UPS company reach out to me and say, hey, like, APC, we want to sponsor what you're doing. Please talk about us. But hey, Braxton, thanks for starting that hype train. I appreciate that. Angry Beaver 316, how's it going, buddy? Welcome. I'll tell you what, guys. So, for those of you who want to support what I do, and like you want to support it monetarily, and you're like annoyed at every time I try to brush it off, or not brush it off, but say like, no, don't do that. I am going to be doing a birthday stream next month, and maybe we'll do a subathon or something. Okay, there you go. We'll do that. How are you this fine Thursday? I'm doing okay. Pretty tired, but it is what it is. Victor 4 says, buy thing. I am loving it every day. I'm not going to... What SKU is that? Where's that from? Anton, never raid Shadow Legends. No, thank you. I've gotten offers on Stream Elements to be sponsored by them a bunch of times, and I'm like, I'm not. You would only do that for the meme. Besides, they track how many people actually download and install the game with your code, and I would be here telling you guys like, yeah, this is sponsored by Raid. You don't have to get the game. You don't have to do it. It's pretty much a meme at this point, and nobody would download it. And the third best part is that the customer can finance the purchase, so it opens up your customer base by a large amount. Wait, oh, you're talking about Java, right? Jesus Hernandez says, "What's up, Braythorn? Any good recommendations on a motherboard? Trying to go for a 7800X 3D and 7900 XTX combo." Trying to do some 1440p gaming, possibly some streaming. Well, if you're wanting to do streaming, you get a motherboard with lots of I/O. That's the main thing. Look at the picture that shows the back of the motherboard where you know, plug in USB and internet and all that. And make sure you have a lot of USB ports on there, and then you're good. But I don't really have enough information to make a good recommendation. If you ever want a recommendation for something and you don't give a budget, you're not being very helpful, and you're not going to get any very helpful answers. I don't even know if it's a white build or a black build. There's too much information missing there. But I mean, you could fill out a form, I guess, if you wanted to. What I would say is, if you can match the motherboard with a GPU brand, you could do that. That's one way to have less RGB software, if the GPU has RGB anyway. Just little things like that. Soldier Boy says, I would love to donate and help you out. Would you do so much selflessly for others? And we want that to continue. But yeah, guys, I just get weirded out because I enjoy what I do, and it feels weird. Like, as someone who's worked in the workforce for a really long time and at many times didn't enjoy what I was doing, but I was making money, it feels weird to make money doing something I enjoy. That sucks. It sucks to feel that way, but there it is. Raid, Raycon, VPN, Ridge, shaving, all a waste of life. I think Ridge wallet, Ridge is pretty cool, actually. I think Ridge is pretty cool. Like, their wallets are pretty cool. I've never bought one, but I've wanted one for a while. But there's always that thought in my mind, like, what if they sponsor me? I don't want to waste some money on one. But like what they do with Jerry Rig Everything is really cool. Me too, Bray. I had to take a nap before the stream. I wish I could have. I was visiting my mom. She's on the mend. She's doing a little bit better, but it's still pretty rough for her right now. But yeah, I'm just, we visited her and saw she was doing. For those who were wondering, by the way, thought I saw a comment on that here and there. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's just been, it's tiring. I'm tired, but got to be there for, Strongly considering the 34-inch Pixio 1440p. Pixio monitors are great. They are very good, and especially for the price. Yeah, Donut Farmer, I've seen so many things about talking about the Raycon earbuds, and it's like, I can't blame other content creators for taking that money. Because, like, they're acceptable earbuds. They're not amazing, but they're acceptable. So, like, yeah, all right, whatever, right? But they're not great from what I hear. That was an ad break. My bad. Bone Shock, how are you? Good evening to you as well. Well, you could always come out with Braythorn brand hot sauce. I've already thought of a product I want to have. I want to make. I've already thought of a product I want to make. And it's basically, it would be something to, like a PC building or modding Lazy Susan that locks in place if you normally, and then you hold something to turn it around. And then when you're or you can just set up your PC on there. It could be used to get your PC off the carpet if you have to have it on the floor. And it can be used to turn your PC around if you need to get to the connections in the back without having to scratch up your desk or whatever. I thought about that for a while, but then there's like design, manufacturing, like all that stuff that I don't even want to get into. Guess you were sponsored by Maybelline. I'm not sponsored by Maybelline. Twitch is, though, apparently. Life is too short to not do something you enjoy. Very true. But there are a lot of people who do jobs that they don't enjoy. However, the healthy thing then is to pursue hobbies. Make sure you don't give up on the things that make you happy. But Sailor X, I would love to come out with a hot sauce. I do love a good hot sauce, but don't have the culinary knowledge. Brogo, what's going on? Hey, Bray just bought a 6750 XT and a 5600. Ryzen 5 5600. Gonna do my first build for my kid. That is awesome. Congratulations. Very, very cool. That's gonna be all 1440p gaming all over the place with that system. It's gonna be good. Oh wow, I browsed Java just now for the exact same spec PC as your Corsair. There's only one identical for 1200 but 4070. They did sell the same one with a 4060 for 1149 recently. Man, with a 4070, that's a pretty good deal though. I almost feel like I'd want to keep it within the community, you know? Maybe I should post something in the Discord right now about it. Let me take a look at the Discord, see if I can maybe make a channel for that kind of thing. Honestly, I should talk to Cuddles first before I do that. Cuddles is the one who actually mostly manages the Discord at times, so yeah. Oh man, I missed a bunch of messages. I'm not getting Discord notifications on my phone, I guess. I guess I could just put something in announcements. I don't know. I just feel weird, like trying to sell something to someone in the community. I don't know, man. I've always been really weird about money. It's as if I don't like it or something. And in general, it's like, it just causes problems, right? But I need it, so what am I gonna do, right? Hey, Brady, I saw that. Yeah, maybe 2 kids could buy it for $4.50 each and share it. Remember, it's going to be $900 plus whatever the shipping is, which shipping can be pretty expensive. It might come out to like $1,000 overall, regardless. The good thing about doing it through a company like Java is that there'd be like the legal side of things would be handled by them, I guess. I don't know. I'm too tired to think about this right now, I guess. Anyway, so here's the deal, everybody. Here's how it works. If you're here to get help, I can't wait to help you out. It's gonna be awesome. If you're in the YouTube chat, check the description. There's a link. It's the first thing in the description of the YouTube stream. And click that, fill out the form, and you'll get on the list to get some help. If you're in Twitch chat, it just posted. Stream Elements just put the link up. I'm gonna do it again to get double visibility. And there it is. That's how you can get into the queue to get helped out. The help is free, and I think it's good, but you know, sometimes it's not fast because of that. So if you're looking for help, fill out the form right now. Actually, Just don't rush through it, because you should read the thing at the beginning of the form, please, so that you know what happens if you ignore any of the instructions. Although you can ignore them if you want, because then we all get some entertainment out of it. I've got Falcon, but not yet Gorilla, says Victor. What are you talking about? What controller is that to your right? This is a Nexigo controller. It's okay. I was hoping it would come with rear buttons. It didn't, because I have a Nexigo like switch thing that you put the switch into, and it has the back buttons. This one didn't have it. And also, I don't really use this one that much, because what I mostly play now on controller is retro stuff. So I use my 8BitDo Pro 2, this guy, because it prioritizes the D-pad for retro gaming, and it's super cozy to use. It's super comfortable, and it has the back buttons. So when I'm running like Super Metroid randomizers, I can just set my dash button to here, and I'm just dashing all the time, because it can be a little uncomfortable for my old grabbers otherwise. Power A has back button controller spray. This is my favorite controller already. Like, so it's hard for me to get away from this one, because it's like a SNES controller, but with like PlayStation grips on it. It's really comfortable to use. Yo, Dan, thank you for the Prime sub. What's up, buddy? How are you? I hope all's been well with you. Bone Shock, what happened to your computer case deal? Or that was a limited run? That was a limited run. There was a limited edition Braethorn. There's been a few of those. And that was a limited run, yeah. If you're talking about the one at Alexander PCs, yeah. Once they sold out of that particular spec, that build that they had, then that's it. It's a limited edition. I was supposed to be doing more of those this year, but it's been a rough year in the industry, and it's hard to float those kind of projects necessarily, unless you really know it's going to do well, and there's no guarantee. I would rather do it when people are more ready to buy PCs, and for a while now, that number has been pretty low of people who are able to buy PCs right now. It's an industry-wide thing. It's been affecting everybody. Yeah, Crash, I've shown this before. This is my custom Switch Pro controller. So if I want to do a Switch Pro controller, I just do this guy right here. And I can't remember the name of the brand name of the shell and the buttons, but and they don't have it marked on here, but I really like the soft touch plastic on it. It's really, really nice. And it's purple, so it's inherently better. They should carry a brake case at Micro Center. Micro Center works with way bigger content creators than me. Like, Jay is in there all the time. Like, they've got... If they're going to do something like that, it's going to be with one of those guys. I'm also not known for, like, custom designing stuff or anything like that. I work with pre-built stuff. And Micro Center works more with DIY content creators, which makes sense. The economy is trash right now. I find it difficult to support anyone. I mean, it's true. It's true. I benefited a lot from when things were booming really well, and people were able to buy luxury goods, and because my primary income is based on that, on doing things like that, when it's not happening, I'm in a bit of a pickle. But that's the bet I made, and I'm laying in it, and that's fine, as long as I can get by, I suppose. But it's trash for everybody, not just me. It's the economy sucks for everybody right now. There's a lot of thought going on about when things are going to get better, and I think that three things are going to be a huge boost to the industry. It's going to be X3D chips from AMD. It's going to be 50 series from NVIDIA. And it's going to be probably, believe it or not, I'm hoping this works out, Battle Mage from Intel. If they come out swinging and their drivers are ready, and there's none of that, like, hey, you have to wait a week to play the game that everyone else is playing right now. If there's none of that stuff, then they're going to start to make some waves. What's up, Dapper? How's it going? Welcome. Thomas Montellano. Thomas Montellano. There is a delay on YouTube because of the quality of the stream there, and the bit rate and everything is much higher than on Twitch. If you want there to be less of that, then you can go over watch on Twitch. It's linked in the description. But also, you can just raise the playback speed in the settings in your settings in the stream. Raise it up higher, and it should get you caught up if you're actually behind. Because the difference with YouTube is you can rewind to earlier in the stream. You can't do that on Twitch. Sometimes you get rewound by accident or something. Like you're just a little behind everybody else. The video's choppy. I thought it was me. Lowered it to 720p. The same thing. Okay. I need more people to sound off on this. Is the stream looking good on YouTube? Because it's reporting back that my connection is excellent. Here, I'll show you. Oh, come on. There you go. I'm getting an excellent signal here. So, yes, 1 pixel. That's all I wanted to expand my window. Thank you, Windows. Okay, whatever. Yeah, excellent signal. So, no, dude, my PC has been acting weird again. It's like double clicking on stuff when I single click it. It's been really annoying. I don't think it's my mouse, but I guess I could try another mouse just to see if that's the case. Oh, really? Oh, it could be my mouse then. That'd be good. I hope it's my mouse and not my whole computer. That sucks. My MX Master 3S. This is not a cheap mouse, and it's what I use for content creation and stuff, and I really like it, but whatever. Anyway. Alice says video is choppy. Audio is fine, video is skipping. I don't know what that could be because as you guys saw, I just showed you, it's showing excellent signal on my end. It could be something with YouTube. I don't know. I have no idea. I could stop. Let me do this. All right. Stand by. Okay, so that should be okay now once that comes back on YouTube. Michelle Melton says, we all have Comcast. I guess maybe. Yeah, it could be it. Gotham Guy says, yeah, same here, video choppy. All right, how's it looking on Twitch, everybody? How's it looking over there? What's up, Jazzman? How's it going? Oh, and we were saying hi to Dan. Damn, Dan, 22 months. Look at that. 100% it would be nice to have more gear for the practical gamer. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate, but gamers will never be the majority of these tech companies' sources of revenue, so they don't really have any incentive to make things affordable or provide value. The thing about it is, though, perception in the gaming consumer base does overlap into the standard consumer base. So it does in a pretty strong way. So, or sometimes strong, sometimes a subtle way. So they do want to be on top when it comes to the charts and things like that, depending on which manufacturers you're talking about. What do you mean they put the word gaming on everything for us? Very true. How's it working now on YouTube, guys? Everything looking better now? Actually, it's looking choppy even over here. I'm seeing it. Okay, no, it's looking smooth now. I don't know. System seems to be running fine. Live stream is good on Twitch. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to record the stream here, and then I'll upload it as a VOD later, I guess. But hey, everybody, this stream, it was acting up on YouTube, so I'm going to replace that VOD with this video in case I decide to do that. But yeah, it seems to be choppy over there. Don't know what's going on. It looks fine on Twitch, as what I'm being told, so don't know what to say. As for anyone who is annoyed by that, please move on over to Twitch, and we can. You shouldn't have the same problems. Araxon says, I get the same chop on Twitch sometimes. Like, this is a normal thing that I stopped bringing up as I thought it was on my end. Well, everyone's saying it's good on Twitch, so. The platform thing? Okay. Do this. Well, I'm still showing gigabit upload speed from my speed test here, so. Well, about 710, 720, 750 megabit per second. It's not bad. It's not great either, considering I have a 2.5 gig Ethernet connection and I have 5 gigs internet, but whatever. We are starting to get some people coming in and adding themselves to the list, so this is good. So Jesus Hernandez, I guess you're gonna be first. Well, here's what we're doing. All right, everybody, listen up. True, forgot about that. Could be the convention. So many people on YouTube because of DNC. Could be. I mean, screen share view maybe won't be laggy. It's choppy, but the audio and picture looks great. Thank you, Mini Top. Appreciate that. That's because I'm broadcasting in 4K 30, but yeah. Araxon is set to 720p and it's fine, yet this is the only stream I have to do that for. It is weird. Twitch seems better, says Ben. And hey, you have that golden gift box right there too to look at, so that's nice. Change the desktop view, see if it's the same. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It doesn't seem like it's an issue here. But there you go. Okay, warning, the stream's current bit. Okay, the stream is actually giving me a warning now. So stream status is good. Yeah, I know I'm using a higher bit rate than 6122, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I would like to think my internet could do a little better than this, considering that I'm paying so much for it, but okay. What's up, Banshee boys? How's it going? Welcome. But yeah, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. Listen up. Here's how this works. I need y'all to sound off if you're on the list and waiting for help. Okay? Here's how you do it. You see this name right down here. This is how you spell it. Okay, so type an @ in chat and then start typing this. It'll come up with the rest of the name. So you type @Braethorn, I'm on the list, and put that into chat so I know you're here. I can mark you down as being here and we can get started. For the first time, Twitch is the better platform, lol. I mean, honestly, once they started allowing for 4K, I was like, that was kind of the only real benefit I thought YouTube had over Twitch as a platform for streaming. But yeah. And Tom21 saying the live stream was good on Twitch. I appreciate that, Tom. Welcome. To be honest, like when it comes down to it, both platforms, I'm glad I can stream on both, and I've been considering streaming on other ones, I guess. Not Kick though. That's not really my jam. But like YouTube and Twitch are the ones I want to stream to. But if there's one that I want to have, like if I could only have viewers in one, it would probably be Twitch. It's just these streams are useful to have on YouTube because it keeps the VODs forever. So yeah. Okay, yeah, but that's what you got to do, guys. If you're on the list, please do that. Type @Braethorn, I'm on the list. @symbol Braethorn, I'm on the list. If you misspell it, it will not highlight the chat for me, but there's only really 2 people who have filled out the form today. However, if you're on the list from a previous stream and still waiting for help, you do need to let me know that you're on the list. I won't automatically know that. You see, that's what I'm talking about, Minitop. If you misspell the name, it won't highlight the chat for me. I still saw it, but it's right, like it's right here. It's on the screen. It's on the stream. It's everywhere. That's how it's spelled. Look, watch this. Watch what happens when I type your name in chat. You see how it highlights that? That's what I'm talking about. However, if I do... See that right there? It doesn't highlight it for you. You got it, though. I did see it. Crash, it's going to be in your settings for graphics. You need to go from windowed to full screen or windowed borderless. Okay, so mini top is here. There we go. And I saw Jesus Hernandez there earlier. Are you still here? Roast me, I deserve it. I don't know that you do yet. All right, you got it, Ben. We'll be here. Unless the internet implodes or something, or YouTube just says like, no. Well, I mean, you're on Twitch, so YouTube can say whatever it wants. But yeah, believe it or not, there are people who have filled out the form and then just left and never came back. And I'm like, well, thank you for the information because it helps with my charts and stuff when I'm trying to figure out what content to make, but okay. Okay, Ben. All right. All right. Thank you, Ben Honda S2K, for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds. That is a Tier 1 sub for Dapper Black Guy, Ginger Meat Timbers, Araxnus, Base for All, Stay Orange, Lord Servo, Jersey Life, Official Ghost Samurai, Sergeant Nobody 17, and Julesy Cam. Welcome to the swarm. I appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but you're trying to keep that golden gift box. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I respect it. Okay, I guess Jesus Hernandez is not here anymore. It does happen. Looks like Triple B just put in a form. Sergeant Skivvy says, let's go. We're going. We're going. I see that you are on the list. Oh, you are here. Okay, so Jesus Hernandez is going to be first. Let's go ahead and get into it. And now it's doing this. Oh, I guess I don't have it showing on the other one. Here, I'll do this so you can see it better. Why is it all the way to the side? What happened? I didn't do that. What is this thing doing? All I did was minimize. It was working on the. Hold on. Yeah, that's just weird. But okay. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing this. The pie is because I'm eating sweet potato pie. I see. I'm not a huge fan of sweet potato pie. My kid is. And my kid is, you know, I respect their opinion. So there you go. I respect yours as well. Honestly, cherry pie, apple pie, that kind of stuff. That I go for that. Various berry pies are where I go with that. Okay, so we're doing a white build with iBuyPower for Jesus Hernandez. And let's see here. 2,500 is the budget. Jesus, please let me know. What is the actual maximum budget for your system? And you guys will hear me ask this question. And there's a reason for that. In the forum, budgets are in increments of $500, and your budget might be somewhere in between. Instead of 2,500 or 3,000, you might be at 2,750 or something. So let me know what the maximum budget is. If it's exactly at that, then you're good. No worries. And we're doing a pre-built for, looks like pro gaming / esports streaming, content creation / video editing. Oh boy, that's it. That is a rough one. That's a tough one right now. You did say that, yes, you want the option to upgrade your CPU over time. What bugs me right now, because I would just put you right onto 9950X or something, but it's the pro gaming and streaming thing. Like, no, I guess if you're running 8 cores, it's fine. But then you want that 3D cache of like the 7950X 3D or 7800X 3D. And then the content creation video editing side, you want the extra cores, right? So, oh no, we have some where they say it has to do everything. Trust me. Like this one here. There you go. The one right above it. Gaming, content creation, video editing, graphic design, racing sim / flight sim, coding, game design, 3D design. Yeah, that's everything. This is not quite everything. This is a pretty common thing. Not common, I would say, but it's like it's some of the more common things. Lord Serva coming to the first time chat, giving thanks for the gift sub to Ben. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Dark Dreams 01? Welcome. How are you? You Team Pumpkin, Berry Cobbler as well? Yeah, Berry Cobbler all day long. 2,800. Got it. Okay. And you're looking at within 2 weeks. So that shouldn't be a problem. Really, they're cutting back on their cases here. We'll probably just go through the regular builder. Just the H7 flow? Nah, we'll go through the regular builder. It doesn't really matter which one I start on because we're just going to configure it. We're configure it anyway. So let's just customize this one. Well, yeah, we'll start from this one here. Why not? Okay, so you have quite a few choices when it comes to white cases. However, because you want to do streaming, I'm not going to recommend a Y series case from Height because of the limitation on PCIe slots, because it forces you to have a vertical GPU. So it only has low profile PCIe slots open. But there are some really good other options here. Say, for instance, the Landcool 216 is an excellent option if you're prioritizing performance. If you want more aesthetics, then you have something like the H9 Flow right here as another option. The H7 Flow is an option as well. If you're not looking for a lot of RGB, then the Fractal Design North XL, or you can go with the mesh or the clear tint on the side there. And what other white cases are there? The Pop Air, Fractal Pop Air, is another option there. Though this doesn't support a 360 millimeter AIO, so I wouldn't really go with that. Okay, I'm under my graphics settings and I can't find borderless. If it has a separate thing for display, then it could be under that as well. It's going to have to do with your specific. I don't know what game you're even looking at. So I don't know what the settings look like. It's just a general thing that is going to be in settings crash. I'm not too sure. Make it happen. I'm kidding. Just trying to get some ideas is all. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to build a fully custom PC here, you know, like that's what I'm going to do. If that's what you're looking for, then that's what we do. People and their expectations. Yeah, well, you know, that's why I do address expectations versus budget all the time. But yeah, if you're looking for a lot of aesthetics, you go with the H9 Flow here. If you're looking for straight performance here, the Landcool 216 to still get that RGB. Well, okay, Landcool 216, if you do want to have some RGB on there, which with streaming, it can be pretty cool to have that as part of your shot or something like that. And then there's the North XL in with the glass or with the mesh on the side if you want to go straight performance. No torrent in white, unfortunately, but hey, can't win them all, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and switch you up to the H9 Flow for now. Do they have the new cooler from them? Anyway, let's go ahead and for right now, we'll put it on the... Oh, wow. Wow, that is way too expensive. The 7950X is an additional $530. The 9950X is $396. Okay. In fact, the 9950X is only like $40 more, or $50 more rather, than the 7950X. And in video editing, it does get a good boost in performance and in content creation in general, graphic design, things like that. So, interesting. Sergeant Skibby says, Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. Sergeant Skibby, this is why I do what I do. This is not a gaming PC. This is a PC in which gaming is only 1/3 of its use. The rest is streaming and content creation / video editing. The 7800X3D is great for this. It sucks at the video editing. It's not great for it. Doesn't. I'm not gonna. Okay, it's not good for video editing. Okay, it's not anything compared to like a 7950X when it comes to video editing. It's not close. So I have to not only ask the questions, but pay attention to the answers. You know what I mean? But that's why I've been doing this for years. You know what I mean? I hear that stuff and I take that information and I generate recommendations. We can go all NZXT here. There you go. I'm gonna recommend 64 gigs of RAM. But good Lord, 16 gigs a day. Jeez, guys. One cool thing is, don't worry about whatever the price turns out to be. You do get 5% off. What are we current? We're on a 4070 Super. And we haven't even chosen our motherboard yet, which is going to be a critical choice. So here's what I'm probably going to do. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good move right there. Check this out, okay? Check this out. So what I would probably say is the best choice for your PC isn't out yet. And that would be the 9950X3D. It's not out yet. It's going to be a while. And even then, it'll take a while for the price on that to come down. So because you said that you were open to upgrading your CPU down the line, here's what I would say. You know what's going to retain its value for a while? The 7800X3D, I imagine. Now, maybe when the 9800X3D comes out, it'll drop in value, and it definitely will probably. But you could still sell it on the used market. It's still going to be a banger. So we could put a 7800X3D in here for now, and then when the 9950X3D comes out, you could get that, or give it a half a year or whatever. When you say you want to do video editing, you could be talking about really simple stuff that doesn't require a lot of video editing prowess for your system. There is another element to this that I'm going to go over. But for now, let me first see about putting you on a... Yeah, that's a $230 difference between the NZXT cooler and the iBuyPower cooler. That is nuts. It's still going to be in white, still going to match. Doesn't have RGB fans, but... Oh, you said LandCool's too is cool. LandCool is cool with me. Let's go with that instead. Good. Because that makes it $64 cheaper for the case. That's the wrong case. There, 24. Actually, even lower. So it's actually a difference of $88. And then you don't have to worry about getting an NZXT cooler in there. You said yes, exactly. So basically, if you want to. Like I was saying, you can go with the 7800X3D for now. When I say it's not as good for editing video, I'm not saying that it won't do it. It's just not going to be great. But if you're going to be doing, as I said, simple video edits, then you're good. It should be able to do that. When I edit video, I'll have layer upon layer. I do all effects and all this kinds of stuff. And you probably, if you're just getting started in it, it'll be a while before you get to that. Another thing is going to be the RAM. You see, iBuyPower has very bad RAM pricing, okay? Oh, yeah. So this is G.Skill's Trident Z5 Neo, 64 gigs, DDR5 6000, CL30. It is $219 for this kit of RAM. Okay? iBuyPower currently has a 16 gig kit of DDR5 5200 in here, and they want to charge you $340 more to get 64 gigs of DDR5 6000, and that is that is certified major brand gaming memory. We don't even know if it's going to have Expo. Okay, they don't even have that RAM in here that I just pulled up. So this, what you do is, and also if you choose this, not only are you adding that amount, $340, you're also losing this kit. So you take out the value of this kit as well. So what you do is this: you get it with the cheapest RAM kit that they have, and then you order this. RAM is one of the easiest upgrades you can do. Okay, so you take out that RAM, keep that set of 16 gigs just for testing. If you ever have any issues for troubleshooting, you just set it aside, and you have saved yourself $130, and plus the value of that 16 gig kit of RAM right there. That's what I would do. But if you're not comfortable doing that, you just pay the amount that they charge, and then you just call it a day. Now, you don't need 64 gigs if you're doing, again, very basic video editing. The problem is, if you do get into serious video editing, you're going to want to have more RAM than 32 gigs. And you can't, right now, as it is, it's a little tricky to get DDR5 to work with 4 DIMMs, 4 sticks of RAM. So you would probably be, a best practice is just to swap it out, as I'm suggesting here. So it's going to be up to you whether you want to go 32 gigs or 64. If you go 32, it's not the end of the world if you just get it from iBuyPower, but yeah. Does anyone know when these deals end on iBuyPower? No, we don't. This $50 off is a bad deal anyway, but no, I don't know. However, you will always be able to use code BRAYATHORN6, as far as I know, unless they start hating me for some reason, but you can use code BRAYATHORN6 and you're going to get 5% off on this system right here, Aaron. This is for Jesus, but if you wanted it too, 5% off is a substantial amount on a gaming PC, on any kind of PC. Don't mind changing RAM later? Awesome. That means we can put that towards something else. We're going to want to give you a better motherboard in here, but also we can bump you up to, say, a 4070 Ti Super, and we just did that. There it is. The difference between a 4070 Super and a 4070 Ti Super was only half of the amount that they wanted you to pay just to get 64 gigs of RAM. But because you're going to add it in later, you get to choose whether you go 32 or 64 gigs. You can pay an extra $93 or $94 just to guarantee that you get a, or 71 here actually, to guarantee that you get a white and silver GPU. If you go with this option, it is cheaper by $71, but you don't get to choose what GPU goes in there. That might not match the system. If you care about that, then pay the extra $71. Now, motherboards. I'm going to recommend this guy right here for $99 more. And here's why. The motherboard that's in here right now is this one. This is the IO that you get. It is not good. Okay? You only get one fast port, two decently fast ports here, and then 4 slow USB 2.0, which are fine for keyboard and mouse, but not for like a webcam or certain things like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ban this person here. What's up, Alucard? How's it going? Welcome. Didn't catch that spammer, huh? It's all good. RAM prices of SIs are just insane. That's some of them. Some of them are pretty good. It does not work well on AMD. Some Intel boards can handle 4 sticks if you know where you're looking. Right, very true. But yeah, so this is a motherboard that's in here right now. Let me compare it to this one here. Check this out. This is one of the best deals in motherboards right now if you need a lot of I/O. The MSI X670E Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. All right, it's $99 more here. But look at this right here. Look at that. All right, plenty. Mouse, keyboard, headset, whatever, go into the slower USB 2.0, and that's all the speed they need. Then you have all this for Elgato USB 3.0 devices. You have this for external storage or external capture cards, and a 20 gigabit USB Type-C. These red ones are 10 gigabit per second, and then you have USB. These are 5 gigabit per second on these. 2.5 gig Ethernet, Wi-Fi 6E, flash BIOS button, all the good stuff. Plus, it looks nice in a white build because it has these white and cyan elements here. It's really a nice board. Plus 4 M.2 sockets for lots of storage options. Great power delivery and cooling. It's a great board for the price. What's your thoughts on these GPUs being so close in performance? It depends. Between a 4070 and a 4070 Super, it is not close in performance. It's a huge difference. But it can be diminishing returns. The main thing, though, is that it's also going to be a jump in VRAM as well, from 12 gigs to 16 gigs, going from a 4070 Super to a 4070 Ti Super. And with content creation stuff, that can be a help as well, not just gaming. I'm curious about the Enermax power supply here. Let's look it up. I haven't looked into Enermax for a while. Revolution DF multi-rail right there, tier A high end. Look at that in gold right there. Okay, so that's a really well recommended power supply right there from the PSU Cultist tier list, and it is lower in price than the Thermaltake and the Corsair and the Be Quiet and all of it. Well, not branded one, but yeah. Okay. Very nice. Storage. Okay, this is where I'm a bit conflicted because you get a free drive, a free 1 terabyte, but I would suggest more storage. But this is a free 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue SN580. I tested this thing and it surprised me in how good it was. But you might want a 2 terabyte. But remember this, there are 3 other M.2 sockets on there, and storage is not expensive. So if we go here and we search Inland Performance Plus, let's see if they carry it here. They do. And heck, a 1 terabyte, that's bad. That's a bad price. That's a high price for a 1 terabyte. That should be a 2 terabyte price right there. Do they have the varying capacities here? I don't know. Where's the 2 terabyte? 217. I guess it's going to be cheap. Here, hold on. Let me see. Oh, it's $139 on Amazon. Screw these guys. It's probably a third-party seller. Yeah, this drive right here, a 2 terabyte Inland Performance Plus, is $139 on Amazon. That's the one you want. It's the same kind of drive. They're just overcharging on Newegg, which is weird. Like this one's $142 for the. These must be third-party sellers. Okay. So you can accept the free drive, and then there you go. You have an extra free drive. There you go. Why not? No, it's okay. It's okay, Alucard. Dude, you do so much for the community. Like, whatever. I can right-click and ban a bot. It's fine. Besides, you caught that other one. There you go. Honestly, like, it can be a whole... You have to get into, like, a mindset to really, like, to be there where you're, like, watching for that stuff. But we don't get many spammers. We don't. Which of the 4070 Super Readies on iBuyPower do you recommend right now? Aaron, it's not about making one recommendation and not knowing who I'm recommending it to. Please check the link in the description. Click that, fill out the form. It's the very first link. That way you can tell me a few things about yourself so that I can actually make a recommendation that's catered to you as an individual. And also, I am helping somebody directly right now, so I'm going to continue doing that. Agree on that, motherboard? Heck yeah. So yeah, what I would say is get the free drive, add more storage later. You're going to want to do that though. There are even utilities that would allow you to make the other M.2 into the boot drive, and then you have that 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue SN580 as extra storage. You can add extra storage here, but there's not going to be any deals here for that. And let's just say you're going to do a 2 terabyte a similar drive in speed and reliability would be probably, let's see, SN850X 2 terabyte is going to be $193. It's a little bit faster on the read speeds, a little bit slower on the write speeds, but it's a lot more to add this in than the $139. But then again, then they install it for you, and you get to keep the free drive, and they warranty it. So that's up to you. Triple B, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Beatom2369. Appreciate that. Because Beatom came in and said, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome to the stream. Says, hello, first time attending live. Thanks for what you do. You're very welcome. And now you're part of the swarm. Someone gifted you a sub and you're stuck here now. Welcome. Okay. Anyways, you get to choose. You can go whatever route you want, but I'm going to suggest taking the free drive because it's free. There we go. And that just took that price off of it right there. The thing is, by default, you're not getting that. You have to see this and select it to remove the $48 from your build. See that? So don't miss those kinds of things, guys. If you're going through the full, there was a thing where I did a buyer's guide very early on for going through the configurator here. I should probably do that again. And maybe I should make one for each SI, each major one, you know, that has a big configurator like this. Let's see. You can get yourself a game bundle here with Star Wars Outlaws. There you go. That is free. So let's see here. Should we try? Maybe. Oh, okay. So actually, we're kind of, if you're going to be adding storage or if you're going to be changing out your RAM, how much was the RAM? The RAM was $219. So let's consider that as part of this price right here, because you're going to have to pay that $219 to get the RAM. So, but your budget was $2,800. So let's go up to a 4080 Super. Right there. Bam. I was underselling you on the budget there. My bad. But I don't like the idea that I'm like locking you into all of these upgrades when you should be able to get your whole PC done. It's just that the CPU I recommend hasn't been launched yet. You want any of those neat Wukong GPUs, Braithorn? I haven't played the game. It looks like a cool game. I usually get into it if I'm into the game, but then again, I have the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora GPU, and I don't play that game. And I love that GPU, so. What's up, Cherokee Vapors? How you doing? Welcome. And Triple B, thank you for gifting that tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. The only big build I've done had 8 terabytes of storage. For what? I'm not sure. Lol. That is what the guy wanted. Never know. Could have been a Plex server built into their system. Maybe they were going to run a VM Plex server, something like that. I don't know. Some of them have really amazing designs. I thought that the MSI Monster Hunter one was really sick looking too. Okay. Well, we can do a couple of things. Well, no, yeah, $2,663 plus the $210. That's right at that, just under that $2,800 budget. But you're actually going to save money on this, so because you're going to use code Braithorn6. So check it out. All right, let's say this build is done. And yes, they're going to ship it with the GPU uninstalled in its own box so that it keeps it safe in transit. It's very, very easy to install. And if you go back to my video from December, how to set up your new gaming PC, there is a segment in there just showing you how to install the GPU. Oh, and as it says here, all you need is a screwdriver. Okay. With code Braithorn6, that brings the price down to $25, $29, and 85 cents, plus a $210. That's going to be $27.39. Well, plus tax, but I think shipping should be covered here too. So shipping, I believe, is free. Can't really say, but yeah, there you go. We're within budget and all is well. and you're going to have yourself a nice little kit of RAM there. Now, oh, this is with the 9950X. Oops. I didn't switch the CPU. My bad. I meant to do that. So what I was saying was before was just drop in a 7800X 3D for now. And when the 9950X 3D comes out, wait a little while till the price drops and then upgrade to that. Okay? So that's going to bring the price down by $283. Okay, thanks, Filled One Out. Enjoy the channel. Awesome. Monster Hunter Mobo and the MLG Demon Girl GPU to use for a neat red theme build. That sounds cool. If you're going to do a red theme build, the new XFX Radeon cards are awesome with the magnetic fans, and they have that very subtle black and red theming to it. But if you want less subtle, then curious about the 9000X 3D series chips to come out. Yeah, so I was thinking before that we would be seeing those at CES like they did in 2023. However, with Arrow Lake right around the corner, and guys, when I say right around the corner, it's closer than we think, I think, okay? A couple months. I think AMD is going to push their X3D chips out faster. So, yeah. They just, you know, that's how it is in this industry. Get your stuff out as soon as you can. When if someone else is coming out with something else, take attention away from that. Bring it back to yourself. All that kind of stuff. It sounds petty, but it's par for the course. It's cool. It's cool they uninstalled GPU. Worry about shipping with those installed. Yeah, I mean, if it's a small GPU, then not a big deal. But if it's a 4080 Super, that's not a small GPU. In the game settings, not the PC settings. Yeah, that's what I said. Crash, I said go to the game's settings. Go to settings in the game, graphics settings in the game, and change it from windowed to windowed borderless or full screen. That's what I was saying. Don't feel X3D will help out that much this time around, but we will see. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Here's the thing. Motherboard manufacturers coming out with, like MSI is coming out with a BIOS that's going to have better PBO, like an enhanced PBO. That's actually supposed to pull a lot more performance out of the 9000 series chips. I think AMD is underestimating their own chips by focusing on eco. The new architecture seems to be real. Like, dude, if you're going to be doing Photoshop, you get a 9700X. It is decimating everything else on the market when it comes to Photoshop, and it's not close. And it's crazy, but the new architecture is pretty impressive. It's just that they underpowered it. It's no problem, Crash. I probably should have been more clear about that. Also, the Red Devil 7800 XT I can use as well. Have a fun design idea for that. Oh, cool. Xbox Gamer says, curious what the difference between the super and non-super cards are and if it's worth the money. You don't have to wonder. It's out there. But let me finish this up real quick, and I'll show you guys. But the information is readily available. And whether something is worth it or not is generally subjective. So we'll go ahead and update that in the cart, and then I'll come back and I'll give you the link for it. No big deal. Review cart, go back to edit. But that's bringing this down to $22.61. Dang. You know what? Let me do this. Oh, they don't have a 4080 Super that matches. They don't really have a white 4080 Super. Just, yeah. Well, there's this one. This one has silver to it. Let's look at the info here so I can show you the picture of it. This one's going to be black and silver. So not a bad combination there for that. $68 more. There you go. So you'll get to know at least somewhat we get to know exactly what your GPU is going to look like. But what we could do is I can go ahead and add some storage for you here. Or you can just save the extra until you want to get the 9950X 3D either at the end of the year or sometime in early next year, and upgrade that So you really get into video editing. Silver on a GPU is awesome. It is. But yeah, between like a 4080 and a 4080 Super, there's almost no difference in performance. It was more of a difference in price. They brought it down from $1,200 MSRP to $1,000. And then 4070 Ti Super, there were some increases, nothing too crazy. And then for the 4070 Super, the difference between the Super and the non-Super card are insane, actually. But yeah, you know what? Here's what's going to happen, okay? Jesus, basically, I'm going to send you a link to this build. You can go in and edit it and add more storage yourself if you want. Like, I'd probably suggest some fast storage like Kingston Fury Renegade, 2 terabyte, something like that. These are very, very good, very solid drives. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and put that on there. If you don't want it, just remove it. Wait, how much did that add? Am I crazy? What the heck? Did it undo the change that I made earlier? It might have. No, it's still there. We've got the MSI 4080 Super. Okay, yeah, that's right. We're still within budget here, and you have now 3 total terabytes of storage, with 1 terabyte of that being free. There we go. Also, take a look at some of the free stuff that's here. You get stuff, free shirt, you know, $20 mechanical keyboard. It's not amazing, but it's there. You know, discounts on things here. You can even get yourself a little jet tag for $5 for whenever you're going to go on a jet. A belt bag? I kind of want that. You know, I see Ludwig rocking the fanny pack. Why can't I do it? Anyway, so we'll do that. I've been fiddling with this too much. I'm just going to go ahead and send you this build, and you'll be good to go. I'm tired, so I'm a little loopy, and I'm just kind of like yapping. Sorry about that. But we're done with this one. Bray, when do you ever recommend a water-cooled system if someone specifically wants that for the novelty of it? 4070 Ti Super did get that extra VRAM boost, though. It did. It did. Oh boy, we've had a lot of people fill out forms. Okay. I need to get a move on here. All right, mini top is going to be next. No problem, Jesus. There you go. That is a system customized just for you. Oh, here, you know what? Let me give you this too. That's the link to the RAM. All right, mini top, we still here? Oh, okay, we have a specific color. Alexander. Okay, well, if you say one, I'm generally going to go that route, and I can't really say it's not a good idea. Oh, you don't know what resolution you want to game at. Okay, we'll talk about that. Mini top, you still around? Still here? Awesome. Bray, you're familiar with the show An Idiot Abroad? Yeah, it sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I was going to show this real quick. So let's say we're doing 1440p. Okay, here we go. All right, so as you can see, the 4080 and 4080 Super are just about in parity with each other. Okay, 4070 Ti and 4070 Ti Super, there's a bit of a gap there. 4070 versus 4070 Super is the same difference in number of frames per second as between the 4080 Super and the 4090. Okay, like just looking at the distance there, it's a big gap. Now the 4070 is still a good card, don't get me wrong. It's just that the 4070 Super got beefed up quite a bit. Will a 4090 with an i9 13KS perform good at gaming? Yeah. Make sure you're on the new microcode though. And if you need help with doing that, reach out to Alexander PCs. They can walk you through it. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, real quick, Mini Top, what is the actual maximum budget for your system? Produced by Ricky Gervais. Yep, it sure is. I do remember that show, yeah. I'm sure the 12VH PWR connector for the 4070 Super would help them out there. Help who out with what, huh? Rounding up to 20. Okay, 2500. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to say 2500 then. So you're looking for gaming. You don't know what resolution you want to game. Whatever my budget allows, or I don't know, or I haven't decided. So each resolution there's an explainer in each one. 1080p is the easiest to run, typically for budget-oriented systems or for pro gaming / esports stuff. 1440p being an excellent balance of visual fidelity and high frame rates. That's what most gamers should probably aim for right now. And then 4K is the most expensive for standard size monitors, and it's best for AAA gaming content creation, typically best suited to higher budget systems. So I'll put you at 1440p because you're looking at a boutique builder, which is fine. That means you're going to get sort of more attention to detail in the build quality, things like that. You're going to get higher end components in some of the other components, not just CPU, GPU, and you get a lifetime warranty from Alexander PCs. I wonder what they have in there ready to ship. I haven't looked at that in a while. Can we go back? There we go. Oh, they have a lot of budget systems in ready to ship. That's cool. 998, 1098, 1148, 16. Okay, yeah, nice. Anyway, let's do let me look at this real quick. So it states that you're not really interested in upgrading your CPU over time, but the 7800X3D is going to be your best bet here. You're just doing gaming. We'll go AMD Ryzen. And you wanted your build to be in... Oh, okay. Right. Mini Top. Explain this to me, if you will. What specific color are you looking for? Okay, Crash is saying, what are the special HDMI cables for gaming monitors called? Monster? No, I'm kidding. Don't buy Monster cables ever. Not ever. No, if you're talking about DisplayPort, because HDMI and DisplayPort are different. So this is the part where you have to tell me what specific color you're talking about. No mini top. No, that is not how that works. That is not how that works. You have the choice of black or white or a specific color. Tell me in chat. The third choice is even more like you need to tell me what color you want. It's not up to me. I don't care. I don't care what color of PC you get, but you should. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I have years of people telling me to choose what color their PC should be, and I've never wanted to do that. I have no desire to dictate what your setup should look like. That is purely subjective to you. Okay, black. Do you know what this means? I have to put this back in. Because you're not the first person to do that. There we go. Got it. Okay. I've just been doing this for way too long, and I'm burnt out on choosing for people. You know what? How about this? There we go. That's the color of choice. There we go. I think it looks rad. Okay. Okay. So we'll start with the Landcool 216. However, they have choices like the 011 Evo RGB if you want to put more money into the aesthetics. You'll notice that the price goes up by a couple $100 because you have to supply your own, they have to put all the fans in here. It comes with 0 fans, whereas the 216 comes with fans. What kind of aesthetic do you like? Araxinus is absolutely correct. Pink is awesome. It is actually super metal of color. It's not even supposed to exist on the visible spectrum, yet here we are. But I feel like you and I have very similar taste when it comes to aesthetics. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like the vaporwave aesthetics are very like they came out in a big way as like a really popular thing, and I think that has colored a lot of people's tastes, and mine included. I love it, but I'm also an 80s kid, so. Okay, so you just wanted to perform Landcool 216. We'll definitely handle that for you. 7800X3D is going to move you up to DDR5, the AM5 motherboards, all that good stuff. It's just a gaming PC, so we don't need to concern ourselves too much with the motherboard as long as it has power delivery and enough storage options and all that kind of stuff. And this one does have that. Let's see, DDR5 6000, 32 gigs, totally good. We'll put you onto the Trinity SL Infinity here for the cooler. And we will take off the extra drive and put you onto a 2 terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade, perhaps. Yep. And let's see, a 4070 Ti. Well, hold on, let me see here. We might actually keep you on air cooling or put you on a 240. Oh, that's right, they have the 240 Trinity SL Infinity. That's a good $45 off right there. Let's 4070 Super is a good. I mean, again, like the jump in performance is excellent from 4070 to 4070 Super. But here's what I would actually say. My choice here, my recommendation here would actually be probably an AMD GPU. So let's try this. Because if you look here, the 7900 XT beats out the 4070 Ti Super in performance. So check this out. Watch this. Let's see if I can make this work right here. We go to a 1 terabyte, or we could even do the 2 terabyte NV2. Do this. For gaming, this is going to be fine. HMB has surprised me when it comes to it. It doesn't necessarily have to have onboard DRAM to perform well. It's improved quite a bit. So here you have 2 terabytes of storage, a a GPU very well capable of playing in 4K, not just 1440p. Because if you look here, 7900 XT is averaging 80 FPS in 4K Ultra. 4K Ultra right here. Look at that. Still beating out the 4070 Ti Super that, if we look here, we will see actually costs a good bit more. Like anywhere from $126 to $188 more. And this is a faster GPU. Now, this says 2512. However, with my code, it takes you down $50 off. So I think this is a killer system right here. What's up, Evo? How's it going? I do long gaming sessions most days, so the PC is going to get hot. I'll tell you this. The 7800 XT is not, it doesn't use as much power as something like an, I don't know, Intel i9, which it actually beats in most games because of 3D cache. It's a great choice for your CPU if you're concerned about heat. The Rushwave colors are still awesome. Rocking the synthwave all day long. Absolutely. What's up, Vinval? How's it going? I think I balanced this out pretty well. Now, if you want faster storage, because this is going to still be PCIe Gen 4, but it's on the lower end of PCIe Gen 4, you could go for a 1 terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade. I would probably say to stick with the 2 terabytes on the NV2. It is a surprisingly good. It's more on the budget end of things, but it's good despite that. And here we're putting a little bit more towards your GPU, and of course 7800X3D is the king of gaming right now. If you want a 360mm AIO, you can do that, but you're going to go a tiny bit over budget here. Actually, we can go for the Liquid Freezer 3 because you don't care about the aesthetics as much. So there we go. Look at this. We are $10 under budget, people. $10 under budget. We put a 360mm AIO under there. It is, after $50 off, it's going to be $24.90 with a $2,500 budget. There you have it. What do we think? It's going to be in this case right here. And it's not going to have RGB on the AIO fans, but that's fine because depending on where you have your PC positioned, you can't always see the top fans anyway. They're facing downward, but the front fans are going to have that nice RGB on there. So is the RAM. You have a 1,000 watt power supply, and it'll generally be one of the nicer brands as well because it's a boutique builder. They just don't list the brand specifically. But it is going to be ATX 3.0, PCIe Gen 5, and 80 plus gold, fully modular regardless. I can tell you for sure that TJ is very picky about power supplies. You know why? Because of the freaking lifetime warranty he's on the hook for. Looking great. Mind is blown. Wait till you game on it, okay? Like, seriously, this thing is monstrous for the price, okay? It is a very good graphics card, especially when it dropped in price a bit. It made it much more viable versus the XTX. What is the price difference with the XTX, by the way? So, yeah, you'd have to put in another $242 to get to the XTX. That's reflecting the price changes on the 7900 XT right there. But, yeah, there you go. Now, all you got to do is use my code to take $50 off. That will put it under budget. And guess what? Shipping is included. Lifetime warranty is included. Plus, you get custom cable extensions in the color of your choice from their catalog included. So it's going to look good, too. Bam. 7900 XT is a monster GPU that will do so well in 1440p and 4K without question. You like D&D, right, Bray? I certainly do. I just have dice just hanging around. It's just I'm not in a group right now, and I wouldn't have time for one anyway. But some of the best memories of my life are in D&D. Maybe you would like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. You mentioned that last stream, actually. I would think that would lead more into a Baldur's Gate 3 recommendation, which I already have, but yeah. All right, so that build is Dunyan Rings, good to go. Please tell TJ I said hi. And I hope Triple B was paying attention on... Well, Triple B already knows about... Bears Beats and Battlestars knows how I feel about choosing the color of your case. I don't think we have anything to worry about there. Don't make me a liar. But Bears Beats and Battlestars, your turn has arrived. What's going on? What are we doing? Are you here? I bet you are. Looking at getting Baldur's Gate 3 soon myself. I'm surprised you already have it. It's an amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. Baldur's Gate 3 and the studio that made it and all that, it gives me hope for the gaming industry. That's how good it is. I'm here, my friend. Awesome. And you're looking at Alexander PCs, budget of $3,000. And this is for gaming, streaming, content creation, and video editing. Alrighty. You are near a Micro Center, but you don't want to get it from there. You want to get it from Alexander PCs. A very important thing about getting your PC built by Micro Center, if you get the same day build, all that, they barely give you a warranty of like 30 days or something, as far as I know. And you have to spend an extra $250 to $280 for the 2 or 3 year warranty on it, respectively, depending on the price of the system. Whereas here, it's lifetime warranty. Don't have the free time to even play it. Boy, I've never finished it. I've had it since it launched, and I've never finished it. Virtue says, hey, Bray, just wanted to stop by and let you know I figured why my PC kept black screening. Turns out my GPU had a dent in it and was shorting the power, making my motherboard auto restart. Good Lord. How the heck did that happen? Sorry to hear that, Virtue. Many top, you're the best. Thank you. Been following you on YouTube for about a year now. Haven't played on PC before. Just got the green lights. Thank you so much. Be proud of what you do, Prost. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. Oh boy, man. I feel so encouraged right now. And welcome. Welcome to PC Gaming. Welcome to PCMR. You made a good choice here. So waiting for Stalker 2. I haven't played Stalker 1. I restarted the game so many times I haven't made it to Act 2. It's so good. I second guess myself too much, honestly. Is the support turnaround time good with Alexander PC? Yes. Now, BDOM, one thing about Alexander PC is they are a smaller boutique builder. They're not going to have like a dozen people waiting for calls like you'll have at like iBuyPower. However, the support that you do get, if you want to know what kind of the support is like, don't ask me. Check the SI Testimonials channel for them on the Discord. Go there. And see what people have said when they had an issue. Because actual buyers are part of the community and they'll share that info. And that goes out to all y'all out there who are getting a PC. Share your experience under SI Testimonials in the Discord, please. Please do that. Because that is one of the best ways to help the community right there. But, okay, tell me about the color here. What are we looking at? Triple B, what's going on there? Oh my gosh, Alucard. You really are out of practice, my friend. I probably have it pretty quiet in the background though. Purple, it's my wife's fave. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Oh boy, how are we gonna do this? Let's see. Oh, but hold on. No. Oh, geez. I bought that Silver Wolf Y70 case. I'll be building that slowly, but slowly when the good stuff comes out. Nice. So here's the thing. Everyone's gonna go right to the Y70 case, but it doesn't work. It's not the right case. Because it's not just a gaming PC, it is for gaming and streaming. And why is that a problem? because it only allows for half height PCIe cards. Now, if you're never going to use an internal capture card, although some of them are half height or low profile, so you can use them. If you're never going to use that and you're only going to use external capture cards for streaming, fine. But what about if you need more? What about if you need more USB ports? You can find low profile versions of that, but you're a bit limited there. It's frustrating. But if you really want the purple case, let's see if it's even on sale. 1 second. Okay, so this is currently on pre-order. It's on pre-order right now. Estimated ship date is September, so that's next month. But I can get with TJ and see if he can get one from Height or when he'll be able to get them. I really don't know, but it could delay the build for a while. And this is the case. I was zoomed in, sorry. It does have front I/O. I mean, technically it's corner I/O. It does have that. It's really just the low profile PCIe slots. Like for my streams, I do have multiple cameras for when I'm doing unboxings and stuff. So I have a Camlink Pro. That is a full-size PCIe card. But yeah, this case forces you to go with a vertical GPU placement. So in order to have enough room for the size of modern GPUs, they had to limit the size of the PCIe slots here without the case being super wide, right? So yeah, the GPU has to be far enough away from the glass to get airflow. Yeah, the tarot color is gorgeous. I have been out of touch. I remember the montage music. Good. There you go. Right, right. So you do have the option of having them paint it. So here's the thing about Alexander PCs, right? Let's go ahead and go back to the main site. They have an in-house painter, Matt the Aussie, who does he does custom paint jobs for PCs. Some of them very intricate, as you can see here. I mean, look at that. It's insane. These are so good. But I've never asked them what it would cost to just paint a PC. Let me actually, I'm going to text them right now. Actually, no, let me try calling him. 1 second. I'm just really curious about this. Let me see if he answers because it's pretty late. Hey, sorry to bug you so late, but a really interesting question came up on stream right now. Matt the Aussie, right, does a really cool custom artwork and stuff. But what would you guys charge to just paint a PC, like a color? It's definitely less intricate than like custom artwork, right? But yeah, he scuffs up the surface of the, yeah, all that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and y'all have that? Y'all have that available too or not? Okay, good. All right. What does that cost? Okay. Yeah, you gotta poke it out and stuff. Okay. It doesn't have the side intake. Okay. Okay, so and they want a purple case, and the Tarot Y70 isn't quite available yet. It's on pre-order, and also they want to stream, and that only has the low profile PCIe slots. So for if you want to put a capture card in there, stuff like that, you have to get a low profile one. Okay, man. All right, thanks for answering. I appreciate it, and have a good night, bud. Ooh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. Probably pretty pricey. I imagine they should be. True. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You and me both, buddy. All right, dude. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the info, though. You too. Bye. Okay, so what DJ was recommending, actually, instead of painting it, was recommending a vinyl wrap, and that's a great option. It's a fantastic option, because instead of like the custom paint jobs I was showing you guys here, these are not cheap. Look at this Gundam one, okay? It is bonkers. But this can be like $700 to get that paint job. Okay, these are very high-end PCs that also have custom one-off artwork. So, vinyl wrapping though, starting at like $75. There you go. Now the Tarot Y70 has its limitations and it's not available yet. So I would just say you can go with a Landcool 216, and he was mentioning that that's a great case for wrapping. Because they don't have to do side intake, poke all the holes, do all that kind of stuff, which just takes extra time and can cost extra money. It really depends on the complexity of the print and the complexity of the case that it's being wrapped. And that all makes sense. So if you want to go Alexander PCs, get that full, lifetime warranty. Yeah, Landcool 216, get it vinyl wrapped in purple, you're good to go. And then you have full height capture cards in there, full height PCIe slots. You're unlimited in what kind of PCIe cards you put in there, be it extra USB ports for streaming, in case your motherboard doesn't have enough, although it should. But the question now is, what do we do with the rest of the system? What color should the case be in the base color? Should it be white to go with a purple and white theme, or should it be black to go with a purple and black theme? Or another option here. You could start with this, and then any parts they can wrap would be purple. Now, this does limit you on your cooling options, but still, like... So it was gaming, streaming, and it was content creation / video editing. Okay. So when it comes to... why does it have a... Oh, it's because of me hitting my button there. Okay. Purple carbon fiber pattern wrap. Yeah. I wonder what it would cost to just paint it if I send them the case. Yeah, see, the thing is, Alucard, they don't really do that. They'll usually just paint a panel or two, and that is a whole process. And he's right. You have to process the surface first, make sure it's ready for paint. Put your primer. It's not just like a quick job that they do. It's something that Matt the Aussie takes very seriously and does a really good job with. Riverbend Growing Fork, what's up? They have an anti-static vacuum or blower one, so much better than can in air, I feel. What are you talking about? And they're like $30 to $50. Oh, you're talking about I use canned air. Because Lightning Evo asked, what is a good way to clean the inside of a PC? I ain't got microfiber towels or fancy glass cleaning stuff. I'll use canned air. I had a blower, but it broke. I need to get a replacement one because, but I don't really do a lot of maintenance on PCs anymore, not like I used to. Speaking of PCIe, I could do with getting another SSD. Is there anything on sale right now? I don't know that off the top of my head, Evo. I'm sorry. Her hair's black and purple, so black it is. Heck yeah, that's going to be sick. And you can get the purple cable extensions. Oh boy, it is going to be awesome. So this is the case that he was recommending, the Landcool 216. Lots of surface area for putting the vinyl onto. I wouldn't put it here probably because that's mesh, but like over like a lot of the rest of it. And then you set the RGB to purple as well, and you'll have a purple and black setup. So let me ask this. When it comes to the content creation / video editing thing, what is the scope of work we're looking at here? What's the plan there? Warrior Sailor, that wasn't a customer service call. That was to a call to the personal phone of the owner of the company. It's not quite the same experience you would have as just a customer. I know the guy. I don't want that to seem like it's representative of the customer experience, but they are. Like, they'll answer emails at odd times, things like that, but you don't exactly get the boss's phone number. But he is a cool guy. Like, look what he did right there. There you go. TJ is a gem among human beings. He really is. Salt of the earth. Bro, I didn't know the Y70 came in purple, says Crash. I know I talked about it. Gonna be brand new YouTuber, so just starting off. Okay. What are we looking at here? Okay, so max is at 3000, right? And we're looking at 1440p. Cool, cool. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a few weeks before they get anything like the 9950X. That might be what I would recommend, but another option is a 7950X 3D. Okay. I'll set it up with that for right now because it does great at video editing too. The downside is that when you're streaming gameplay, it's going to park half the cores, and it's basically going to act like a 7800X 3D, but that is perfectly capable of streaming and gaming. So is this. Now, we need a motherboard with a lot of I/O, so I'm probably going to say the X670E-F is a good option. And TJ's, yeah, he's a vet. He is a veteran. Very cool guy. Well, actually, Alucard, I don't know if you've stayed caught up with this, but the latest OBS update means that streaming on 6,000 or 7,000 series Radeon GPUs is way better experience than it used to be. There is a one-click setting now, and it's not just for NVIDIA. They totally pulled a fast one on me because I thought it was going to be that way, where you really only had the option of NVIDIA for that. Not the case, it seems. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. These were hard to see there, but it does have PCIe expansion slots, 2 of them. And let's look at the I/O for this thing. Not the best picture, but there's a ton of I/O on this. Okay, cool. Thanks for not letting me zoom into it and acting all weird when I try. Just don't show us a straight-on picture of the I/O. Who takes the pictures at ASUS? Like, what kind of idiot? Just doesn't take a straight up. Every other motherboard manufacturer does this. Every other motherboard manufacturer shows you a straight on picture of the rear I/O because it's kind of important, ASUS. Actually, I can probably go here and scroll down to where? Connectivity. Now, see, why isn't this in the freaking gallery? Anyway. So we have 9 USB Type-A ports, 3 USB Type-C ports. That is a good amount of connectivity right there. Wi-Fi 6E, and you have BIOS flashback, clear CMOS right there. 2.5 gig Ethernet. It is a nice board right there. Okay. Sure. Not BDOM. I'm well practiced. I don't ask me where the habit to not cuss on stream came from. I cuss like a sailor off stream. I really do. Just ask Alucard when we were hanging out at PAX West, PAX East. I cuss all the time. It's just on stream, I just don't do it, and I don't know why. Don't have that one right now. Okay. Yo, Riley West, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back to the Swarm. Happy you're here helping the community. Thank you. Happy to be here. You know what I would suggest here? It might look a little bit different in the build, but you can maybe request a specific motherboard, okay? And this is the one I'm going to suggest. Like if we went to a white build, it would be right there. But that's the thing is Alexander PCs is very much dedicated to matching everything up in the build. But this motherboard right here, I think would look okay in there. It would look good. It would look fine. And that's the X670E Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. Okay, it has a all black PCB and black connectors, things like that, but it has like silver and teal elements mixed with black, which it's going to add a little bit of variety to the way it looks on the inside. I think that'd be good. But the main difference here, though, is the price. Okay, the price is much lower than the X670E-F, and the I/O, I'll show you right now. I showed this earlier. In fact, it's probably up here somewhere. Actually, yes, it is. It's right here. That's the I/O on this thing. It actually has more USB Type A than the X670E-F, and the price is lower. So I would recommend that, honestly. What you do is you can then email them and say, hey, we want to do a black build. We want to get it purple vinyl wrapped, but we want this specific motherboard if we can get it, and that should help lower the price a little bit. Because I want to put a 4070 Ti Super in here. Two terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade drive, super fast, very nice drive. We can actually cut off $40 from it by going with the KC3000. Also an excellent drive from Kingston as well. And 4070 Ti Super right there. There you go. Now that is with this motherboard right here, which is the B650 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. Let's see, what else do we need to do here? Oh, 7. Wait, what? Why 7? I guess that's acceptable, but like, okay. So this puts it at $3,052, $2 over budget. Okay. I'm not sure what the price difference would come out to for the different motherboard, but you're going to get much more I/O that way, and it's what I would suggest. Mr. Matt Lee tends to use those a lot in his builds. If he's like me, he might use the same drive multiple times in builds, honestly. Why no Gigabyte B650 X670 ARS Elite Ice boards? They just don't carry it. Like that's a preference thing for TJ. Also should consider investing into a good mic. Oh, that's part of it, yeah. Honeycomb patterned tires? What? Starfield rovers look weird. I haven't seen them yet. We need an after hours stream / podcast. Would be fun doing that. My stream is already after hours. We could also cut back on the price a bit by going with the Liquid Freezer 3 for a cooler. It would lose some RGB, but that's RGB in the top of the case, not in the rest of it, other than on the CPU block as well. But that also brings it down by just $17. I would honestly say go with the Trinity SL Infinity and just, stick with that. But perfect. All right, cool. So the board, they carry the motherboard, but you just can't pick it in the custom builder unless you go with the white build. But to me, it's kind of in between black and white builds because it's black PCB, all black stuff, and then silver parts on it and stuff. So just what you do is you then do the purchase and then you say, hey, I actually want the MSI X670E gaming plus Wi-Fi motherboard. And they will do that for you. The other thing is the $75 for the wrap. I didn't include that in the... man, I could reconfigure it a little bit, honestly. Tim Cook, we need an official Bray emoji on iOS. He'll get right on that. He's definitely watching the stream. They would be pretty for an all-white build. I do agree. As I think I can't confirm. I mean, maybe he got one to test it out and didn't like it. I don't know. What 4070 Ti Super did we pick? The only one there. It's the only one on here, the Gigabyte Aorus Master 4070 Ti Super. Which, by the way, if you look at the colors, just so happens to be freaking perfect for this build. Every one of these color elements will be somewhere in the build already. Budget is some wiggle room. Okay, thank you for doing that. And it's... that's the motherboard you need to request right there. There's an Asus Tough version, might be a bit cheaper. Well, if you compare the I/O on between the two, it's better on that MSI board. I'm really impressed with it. I got it with the what is it? The Skytech Vision, and I was like, damn, that's a nice board. Holy crap. What's up, Kenneth? How's it going? Just saw you there. Sorry about that. It still always mind boggles me that you're still the only streamer. That's what I said earlier. I'm surprised no one else does this. Oh, there's a tough 4070 Ti. Is it in the builder? I mean, in the builder here. In here, of the options that I can choose. It says, oh, that's right. It has, basically, it has a symbol on it saying they're out of stock. Out of stock on that, and this one here. Oh, that's 48 Super. They're out of stock on the tough one. That's what the little no symbol there means. Yo, okay, all right. I see you. Bears Beats and Battlestars just gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community in Twitch. Let's go, nerds. That is a tier 1 sub for Nero 720, Victor the Cleaner, Underground Aesthetic, It's Simply Avi, and Faizan. Welcome to the Swarm. Thanks, Triple B. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. That is much appreciated. You've gifted 22 subs in the channel. Thank you. Very nice. Adding more people to the Swarm. Never a bad thing. Okay, so from here we would have BDOM2369, Baseball, and Aaron G are people who also added in their names into the list. Why is it doing it to the side like that? It's whenever I switch screens, it starts doing that. My bad. Alucard, don't know what to tell you. If they don't have it in stock, they can't sell it. TJ refuses to take money for stuff he doesn't have in stock on the shelf. And that's something that, like, I'm 100% behind, because that's where light gaming PCs got in trouble. That was a bad situation. It's a $62 price difference. That is not insubstantial, for sure. But it will match the aesthetic of the build really nicely. No, you're good. You're good. Hey, you know me. I'm not actually hectoring you here. I just will plainly say, oh, no, it's actually this. That's it. Dude, you're always good here. You ain't got nothing to worry about. So who's here? Between BDOM, Baseball, and Aaron G. Who's actually here right now? I will give this a minute so that everyone has a chance to sound off. Okay, BDOM's here. We can get started then. Good. I did. Yep. One new thing is the fact that I'm broadcasting in 4K means that there is some lag now with Twitch where there really wasn't much before. And I'm still getting used to it myself, actually. Okay, we got 65 people up in here right now. Very nice, very nice. Okay, BDOM, quick question. You've heard me ask this a bunch of times already, probably. What is the actual maximum budget for your system? Honestly, it would be a business tax write-off, so I'm more focused on getting a quality machine that gets the job done. Having said that, I don't want to be wasteful. Aaron G is also here. Very cool. Stick around. Unless Baseball's still here, you're next. Okay, but I still need to know, like, I can't set your budget for you. Whatever your max budget is, I need to know what that is. I can't choose that for you. Gaming, content creation, video editing, and graphic design. Looking for ultra wide resolution. I'll typically try to go 4090 for that if I can, but with these use cases, you do need to balance things out nicely. Looking for a white build, very cool. Even though it's a tax write-off, you can still have good taste. I'm sorry, I like white builds. That's just a personal thing for me. I work from home, run a digital marketing agency and a hedge fund. Okay. So you know way more about financials than I do. Gaming, really just Fortnite with my kids. So gaming is not the big priority then. Okay. I actually give me a second before I want to check something because there was a big update with Phoenix. Let me see what's going on over there because they updated like all their builds apparently. So what is a Siren running now? 14400 full ATX motherboard, B760, nice 32 gigs DR5 6000, 1 terabyte Gen 4. M.2, 850 watts, 4060 Ti. That's the baseline one. Very cool. It's just me being curious here. Ah, they got the 9700X, 9600X. Very cool for them. Not many SIs can do that yet. And I imagine for higher end builds, it's going to be similar. Like the Wyvern 14700K with the new microcode, I imagine. 4070 Ti Super. Nice. 32 gigs still, but that's fine for most people. And in here, you can upgrade that. So if like I go there, that, 9950X, X70E-A gaming. Okay, that'll match the white build. I'm just running through this in my head here. AMD GPUs, 7900 GRE. This is good options here, man. Okay, cool. I'll take a better look at that another time. Maybe do an episode on it or something. Let's see what's going on at Paradox real quick. What is a microcode you said for the Intel CPU? Intel finally released their microcode update that's supposed to fix all the crashing, VRAM problems, yada, yada, yada. Game crashing, video editing, or video exports, things like that. Oh, you like the configurator? Did you mean at Phoenix? Yeah, I do like how it's step-by-step. It's pretty cool. Also, very nice configurator here at Paradox. Their website is just so slick in general. Oh, they have the new H6 Flow, A7 Flow, excuse me. And of course the H6 Flow, which is one of my favorite cases of all time. What's going on, Mike? How's it going? Okay. Nothing mentioned about a specific SI. What do we want to do here then? I think also Stints is going to be updating their stuff too. Let's see if they've done it yet. Yep, that's completely different. Wow. Oh, what? Okay. What? Only 7800X 3D? Okay. They're still working on it, I guess. The only one that okay, so there's Phoenix PC for that. Okay, let me ask you this real quick. BDOM. Well, no, I don't think that would be a concern here. Okay, we can do another custom iBuyPower system here because you can already select the 9000 series processor for that, and that's what I think would be right here. For graphic design. Here, let me show you something else real quick. Just this is the kind of information that I base my recommendations off of. There's Puget Systems. Their Puget Bench is kind of an industry standard for testing for content creation stuff. And looking here, if you're going to be doing graphic design, at least Photoshop as an element here, 9000 series Ryzen's beating everything else right now. And it's funny because the 9700X is the top one here. However, let me see what you said you do. You said digital marketing agency and a hedge fund. Okay. But the Photoshop itself doesn't really benefit as much from a lot of cores. But you'll see here, so you'll notice that the Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 5 are beating out the Ryzen 9 here. But yeah, I mean, AMD's on top. AMD's just on top when it comes to Photoshop, period. If we go to Premiere Pro, Intel's on top because of QuickSync, but very closely behind is AMD. And also, I do believe AMD is going to be releasing, motherboard manufacturers are releasing more powerful PBO profiles for their motherboards. I know MSI is actively working on that. So these numbers are going to go up as well. But yeah, the 9000 series architecture, in general scores, I mean, the overall scores, it's putting it on top. It's really, really good. Lots of web browsers and use of Adobe Suite products and lots of Zoom meetings. Zoom meetings don't take a lot of resources, but for the fun, I'll have programs like Interactive Brokers Desktop Workstation, Thinkorswim desktop app, and a lot of Excel and web browsers. I don't know about the workstation apps for brokerage firms. I don't know what they recommend for hardware, what platforms they recommend. I'm not familiar with that, unfortunately. But I would probably say to get onto the new 9000 series processors here, and they're going to game really nicely too. It's not going to be at the top of the gaming charts, but they're going to be able to do everything well in general, which is what you need. You need a balanced system. So, what I would do here is basically start a new build, and also 5% off with my code is one of my strongest discount codes. So going this way is a good way, is a good route to go. Custom PC builder, AMD, and we'll just pick a high-end one here. Why don't they have the King 95 Pro in white? That really bugs me. So you chose a white build. What kind of aesthetic do you like, though? Do you like just a standard front fans, rear and top exhaust, or do you want like the glass on all sides kind of thing? What are we thinking there? I'm sure with new BIOS updates, 9000 series will outperform Intel soon. Like in what context, though? Because there's certain things where Intel is just favored, unfortunately. Like Quick Sync is going to be a thing always for Premiere Pro, but not for every video editing program. It's things like that. There's so much granularity to it. Ready to have any pets? We have 2 cats. If only they have the other King 95 Pro cases. Yeah, I know. Paradox is damn expensive. Geez. Well, Mike, that's the thing. Paradox, their default spec is awesome. It is awesome. Like, no joke. Let's just look at this 1895 system here, the H5 Flow, okay? Okay, you're not getting a bargain basement motherboard. No beginning level motherboard. You're getting a really nice one. You're starting with 2 terabytes of storage right off the bat. G-Scale Trident Z5 RAM, DDR5 6000. This starts with a 4070. A lot of these things will have a starting at price, and then it comes with a 4060. And you're like, okay, let's add hundreds of dollars with one click right here. That's the thing. Paradox made the conscious decision to look bad in their starting at prices, just so that the average buyer who just adds something to their cart is going to have a rad system right out of the box. So yeah, I like Paradox. Paradox does really good work, and they make really good choices like that. Okay, yes, it starts with a Ryzen 5 7600, but it comes with a GPU that does 1440p right out of the box, meaning you don't need a crazy CPU in there. So they're actually actively thinking about what's a good freaking build that's going to be the default spec. So I respect what they do. I mean, what exotic PCs used to do that I called them out for and they stopped doing, thankfully. Well, no, they didn't stop completely on certain ones, but where they would start with like a GT 1030 for the GPU just to get the starting at price really low, or just a like APU with no GPU in there. Yeah, it's not great. Front fans for airflow probably best. Airflow is good either way, but you don't require as many fans going in front intake. Also, if you want something that looks a little classy right here, because it's a business thing, you got this one right here with the Fractal North XL. This is a really nice case with the wood paneling on there and stuff, but you can always just go Lancoal 216. It's great for white builds. So let me know if you prefer the other one with the wood on it, and I can go back to that. 9950X. There we go. And then we can go with the Lee & Lee cooler to match the Lee & Lee case. And they got it right here. But it has the LCD, which is completely superfluous, but at least you can control everything with one software suite. Not suite, just one piece of software. My desk can't do really wide cases. Older wooden desk, that PC will go in. You're not putting it in like a PC compartment, right? Because those are terrible for airflow. But this is not a massive case. The Langful 216 is a well-sized case. It's not huge. I wish they had the non-LCD version of this, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. This is one of the configurators with like the most options out there. Let's get you just a ton of RAM. Let's just put a ton of RAM in there. There you go. Now this is already spec'd with a 4070 Ti Super. I like that. Let's bump it up to one that's going to match the aesthetic right here for 71 bucks. And there you go. I like this motherboard a lot. It's only $31 more, and you get a ton more I/O and storage options. So we're going to do that. Let's just do a 1000 watt power supply. I already checked this one earlier. Great, very well rated. Now there is this thing that gives you a free 1 terabyte drive, or we can just have you boot from a really fast drive right off the bat with the Kingston Fury Renegade 2 terabyte. There we go. That's the build. Glad you saw that one. I've been using that motherboard all over the place. That's the one I was talking about earlier when I was showing this I/O. That's the one. In our builder for pre-built rebuilt, because we have a specific easy builder, this is the default motherboard now. It wasn't before, but it is now. I have 2.1 sound. Does that change anything? What connection do you use for that? I mean, generally it's just going to be this right here, this line out right there. You just plug into that with your 1/8 inch connector, and then you should be good. A la carte, if you're currently designing a build around that case, wait probably 2 months, and you'll probably have Arrow Lake as an option. Just something. It's just an educated guess. Yeah, so beat on your 2.1 sound. Basically, it's 2 speakers and a subwoofer. Generally, you're going to have one input for the speakers, right, going from the PC to the speakers, and then the speakers have their own cable that goes to the subwoofer, right? I don't know if you have a specific kind of connection you need on a certain motherboard, you need to let me know. That way, I can choose a motherboard that matches that. So if you need like SPDIF or SPDIF optical audio connection, some of these motherboards have that, but I need to know that. Arrow Lake with a 5090. You're gonna have to wait till January or February for the 5090. Well, maybe even, yeah, probably, maybe early January, early February, late January, early February for like the 5080. 5090 should be a few weeks after that. Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway, that's the build. That's the build done. I think we can actually bring the price down a bit if I don't go with the Lian Li cooler, which you don't necessarily have to have. You can take $180 off by going with the new AW4 cooler from iBuyPower. I have the AW4 240 millimeter in the pre-built rebuilt system, and it's very nice, but it doesn't come with RGB fans. If that doesn't matter to you because the case already comes with a couple in the front, then it's fine with me too. My kids think the RGB is cool. Well, then they'll think it's really cool that this thing has a freaking screen on it, okay? There you go. How's that? You think your kids will like this one? I think they will. And we'll leave that in there. In fact, we've even got a little... Okay, so the budget was set to $3,000. We have room in the budget to actually go with the white RAM for this. Let's go ahead and do that. Why not? It's not a great price for the RAM, but going this route means it's warranted. And if you're using this thing for business, you need that warranty on there. You want that reassurance, and that'll help right there. So you have a matching GPU. Do they have white cables? They do. Let's throw this in there. Why not? Because you're going to get 5% off. It's going to come in under budget. Okay. They have the option usually, unless what happened to it? It's not here. Oh yeah, I passed right by it because it's not really clear that that's what it is. You have the option for sleeved cables in either black, white, blue, or red. These are cable extensions. Okay. And like say the red would look like this. And it's a really nice way to touch up your build. Anyone who gets really into PC building that wants to make that aesthetic, a good solid aesthetic difference, you start getting these and it's just like, oh yeah, I can't build my PC yet. My cable extensions aren't here yet. From the video Jay did, the AW4 is a solid cooler. It is. But we're going with the more RGB option here. A fun thing for the kids if you're going to play Fortnite with them, whoever lasts longest is put on the screen. There you go. So out of white, black, red, or blue, which color would you choose here? It's a really nice accent in the system. I probably wouldn't do black because it's a white build, but, you know, 3 other options. No purple, though. It's a shame. It's a shame. They're a good tool to make any build look good. Cable extensions are something I always get for my builds and flips. Yep. Oh. By the way, it looks like the stream health is a lot better now. Has the YouTube stream still been dodgy for you guys? Has it still been skipping and stuff? Oh yeah, stick with the stock fans. Yes, you get 160 millimeter RGB fans in the front. It's really nice. Well, if you want it to be clean, you can go with the white extensions. That's not. That's still a good choice. Like if you don't like red or blue as a color for the system, then just go with white. Because here's the thing: if you go with a chromatic color like red or blue, and you want to change your RGB to something that clashes with those, oops, you can't change anything. White or black or gray cables as an extension, pun intended. They're monochromatic, so you can put any color RGB you want, and it will always match. It'll just suck when every mobile will run the back connection. I mean, a la carte for me, for one thing, I don't think every motherboard's going to do that. At least not for a very long time, because most cases don't accommodate it. So because of that, it would be maybe a decade or so before anything like that is the norm. But the other side of things are to consider the benefits of rear connect motherboards. To me, the benefit to SIs is tremendous. Tremendous. You can validate all your connections, even with your AIO radiator already in there, that kind of thing. You know, like you can get to your EPS connections, and because those are notoriously one that can be missed by a system integrator if it's not clicked in all the way. Stuff like that, and the cable management aspect is already by default going to be better. To me, the benefits outweigh the downsides. Maybe white, then that would look clean. I have to agree. There we go. That's your build right there, and it's going to come out to less than $3,000 with the coupon code. Let's go ahead and verify that right now. But this is a very, very solid build for what you're trying to do. 4070 Ti Super, perfectly capable of running an ultra-wide monitor. So if we add to cart right here, it will ship with the GPU uninstalled. It's very easy to install. Go to my channel and check the video I posted in December on how to set up your new gaming PC. And there's a section in that video just on how to install your GPU. And with code Brayathorn6 in here, this takes $155 off the build, putting it at $29.55 and 45 cents. Look at that. That's the estimated total. There you go. Can you run through it, recap it again? Sure. Well, I went over this here as to why 9000 series Ryzen is going to be the best for you for graphic design. Okay. So I ran over that. And then here, if we let me get back to the build real quick. Landcool 216, not an oversized case, great build quality, great airflow, everything that you need. The Ryzen 9 9950X is basically the highest end current Ryzen CPU, 16 cores, 32 threads. And then you got the RTX 4070 Ti Super. If we take a look at the listing here, this is 4K Ultra. 4070 Ti Super, perfectly capable of 4K Ultra settings. Okay. I'm guessing that for your ultra wide monitor, it's probably 1440p vertical. Most of them are. So you'll be looking at performance more similar to this, where it's going to get over 120 FPS on average rasterized performance. This is without DLSS being a feature, so it's going to actually crank up quite a bit more than that in most games. And yeah, so that's the GPU choice right there. And we chose one that is actually white to match the build. 64 gigs DDR5 Kingston RGB white memory right there. 2 terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade storage. So this is one of the most reliable and fastest drives you can get in PCIe Gen 4, and it's 2 terabytes of it. You're going to be hard pressed to run out of space on this thing if you're just doing, you know, where you're running some games, you're doing some graphic design, and storage is one of the easiest things to add if you want to do that later on. 1050 watt Enermax Revolution DF power supply here. I verified this earlier, but it is a gold rated power supply in tier A high end on the PSU Cultist Network tier list. And then, yeah, that's most of the build. Plus we did the white cables. And with a cooler, we went with this one here that has the, it's going to be run by the same software that runs the fans in the case already. So you just need the Lee & Lee Connect software. And then you can, on this screen here, you can actually put pictures or GIFs or just run telemetry on it, see CPU temps and things like that. But yeah, that's all it. There you go. There's also freebies here, as Alucard was saying. You can come in, pick your size of shirt, get a free shirt. It's going to come with a free desk mat right here. And there's other options here that are all discounted really nicely. Tommy Snaps. Okay, so Bray entered 180ing the build idea and went Skytech pre-built with a clearance deal and summer sale coupon. I was able to get a 14. Okay. Oh, Tommy Snaps. So question for you. So did you use the yeah you did. Did you use code SWARM over there with Skytech? Because they might have a summer sale coupon, but code SWARM might have done better for you actually. Okay. All right. Just okay. It's not something I would usually go into, but I mean, I don't get any kind of coupon code for Micro Center or anything. But the reason one of the ways I'm able to do this without charging for it are my coupon codes, because they do support what I do. You might actually be able to email them and ask if you can use both. But that's fine. That's okay. You didn't end up getting what I spent, what I recommended for you anyway, so it's all good. Gotta love those summer sale coupons. Okay, let's get your link for you there for your iBuyPower build here. Let me shorten it up for you. Yeah, I think they do stack them though. Yeah, I think they do stack. But the thing is, you can send them an email, a support email, and be like, "Hey, I also meant to use this code. Can it stack, please?" And they should apply it retroactively, and it saves you another like $100. So there you go. Okay, BDOM, there you go, and the code is. Braythorn 6, that should get you 5% off your system right there, which is substantial. Okay, I still haven't heard from baseball, so that would be Aaron G. You'd be next. Simple Green's been here around 20-30 minutes now. YouTube's been fine so far. Good. Okay, I guess I'll stop recording here then. I don't even know if I'm going to need that recording. And it takes up a ton of space on my PC, but whatever. I need to set up a NAS. I need to set up a NAS. I do. I'm running out of space on this thing. I have so many drives in it. Yep. Swarm is the code. That's right. No problem, B-Dom. You good. There you go. Y216 is so clean. It is. Country Bumpkin says, nope, I guess it's running well. Good. No skipping over there. Very cool. So Aaron G, let's get into yours. Oh, wrong call. I always do that. Okay, so here, awesome. Okay, so budget of 2,000. What is what's the maximum budget for your system? Doing gaming and streaming. Okay. $1440p gaming streaming. Okay. I haven't done a SkyTech one in a bit. We could do that. Within 1 week. Oh, okay. Within 1 week. Okay. You want this thing quick. All right. Looks like iBuyPower Ready system is in your future. That is the quickest one there is, pretty much. Really, guys? Come on. All Y series cases in this price range. $2,200 max. Okay. I was looking at configuration 3 through 4. 3 through 4 for what? Configuration 3 through 4, where? What do you mean? Crash, I mean, SkyTech is an option, but it might take longer than a week to get it. So that kind of rules them out. If you look at the shipping dates here, this is delivery by Tuesday, August 27th. It is currently the 22nd. This is some of the fastest you can get a PC. Okay, 2200. We have a second page here. Chill out on the Y series cases. This person wants to stream. Oh, my problem is this. I didn't go by price. Let's do high to low. $7,900X and a 4070 Ti Super is not bad for $2,149. It really isn't. Okay, Aaron G, here's the thing. If you want to get your PC in a day longer than a week, you can't really go with a custom builder, okay? To illustrate this, okay, oh my God, just get me back to the build I was in. Cool, 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 cool. All right, estimated shipping date is the 29th. That means it will ship out on the 29th. So that is longer than a day longer than a week. Whereas over here, if you look at it, it says delivery by Tuesday, August 27th, which is a different terminal. That's different phrasing there. Baseball is here. Okay. Yeah, I did a roll call earlier, Baseball, and I was asking who was here that had submitted the form tonight, and there was no response. I'm sorry, I just saw that, so I'm already helping out the person who was just after you. But yeah, this wouldn't, a custom system of any kind would not arrive on time. If you're really pressed for time, this is not going to ship out until a week from now, actually. So yeah. Are you gonna be streaming Sunday? Very likely, yeah, unless something comes up. Oh, Tommy Snaps saying a small something on Streamlabs. Thanks again. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Those don't pop up, so but I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm surprised that, I mean, I'm supposed to have a notification for it, but it never works. I'm sorry about that. Wait, Streamlabs or Stream Elements? Because it should go to the Stream Elements donation thing. Okay. All right, I see what you did. Okay. Well, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. How can it be too long? It can't be too long, Tommy. Well, am I losing out if I can't wait? It means we can't really customize it. If you can wait for this, or if you can wait for this, then I can make a custom system that's just for you. If you go with one of these, then you get whatever they've got, and it's built, it's done, it's like ready to go. I will say that the Prime X670-P Wi-Fi is not a bad board in terms of I/O, and if you needed to, you could add more with a card like this. Okay, get a PCIe card like this. Okay, I keep this thing handy because I show it all the time. Probably it hasn't been in an anti-static bag forever, so it probably didn't even work anymore. Well, whatever. But there's this system right here, the Ready Cold 006. 9700X is not going to be the best gaming CPU, but with 12 cores and 24 threads, it's going to be not great for streaming and gaming. at the same time. 2 terabytes M.2 PCIe Gen 4 drive, 4070 Ti Super, 32 gigs of DDR5 5600. This is a good system and a really nice case that is going to allow for full-size PCIe slots. Now, if you want to get one of these that's more aesthetically like show-offy, that's great, and they look awesome, but you can't put a card like this in there. You have to get the one that is half the size because you have limited-sized PCIe slots on there, where the brackets go. But I think this would be a good option for you right here. Plus, my code, Braithorn6, doesn't just work for custom systems. It's better for custom systems, but it can still get you $50 off this system right here. The 9700X will still perform nicely. Sadly, not the 9700X. I'm not 100% in agreement with you there. I think AMD just dropped the ball on power delivery there. They should have just had a really strong PBO profile for those who didn't care as much about efficiency and just wanted all the performance possible, because it's rumored that they're coming out with better, like MSI's working on that, and that 20% difference in performance, something like that in certain applications. It's crazy. Like the architecture is ready for more power, but AMD, and I respect this, AMD's pushing efficiency overall, and like getting performance gains of any kind while using less power. That's impressive as hell. What bums me out is the core parking. It's so unnecessary and annoying. Tommy, it depends on what you're doing with it, but if you're editing video, capacity is king. You want that 64 gigs. The speed of the RAM isn't as much of an issue, and going from 5200 to 6000 isn't going to be that game changing for you, literally. Adam Runyon says, started watching your videos today. Big surprise. I'm looking for a pre-built to get into playing WoW again. Run away, run far, far away. Don't let them get you again. In your opinion, okay. You're putting too much in one message there, and it cut you off, Adam. But also, when people come in looking for help, instead of having to put everything in chat, there's a form you can fill out, and also it means that you're going to wait in line because I'm helping someone literally like right now. But Aaron, so yeah, you can go with the ready system like this and just sort of modify it wherever it needs to be modified, like adding more USB if you need that for streaming, things like that. However, if you're able to wait, then we will do a custom system. I just need a response on that so we can proceed. Okay. We're on AMD Gaming PC Configurator 4, but this one was modified. So I have to go here, and I have to go to Custom PC Builder, and then I have to go AMD, and then I go here. So no, don't use this case. This is exactly what I was telling you. All the stuff I was saying about PCIe slots for streaming, where you might need to put in add-in cards, you can't do that necessarily with a normal PCIe add-in card on this case. Also, I wouldn't put you on a 7900X. I would put you on the 7800X 3D. Yes, I know you're streaming, all that stuff, yes, but the 7800X 3D is 8 cores, 16 threads. It is perfectly capable of streaming. So 7800X 3D is $37 more, but the gaming performance is night and day. It is way better. What else we got in here? I'd probably move you off of the Deepcool AIO just because of concerns for support, considering the sanctions. So I put you on the iBuyPower one, but then you don't get the RGB fans, but you'll be fine. 32 gigs of RAM is fine. 4070 Ti is Super, rather, is 1440p. I mean, if it's within budget, yeah, go for it. But what I would change, though, is going to be the motherboard. I would spend the extra $31 to go take you from the MSI Pro B650-P to the MSI X670E Gaming plus Wi-Fi. You get a lot more I/O with this. You don't necessarily need to add in more USB ports because it has a ton of them already. and it's only like a $31 difference. Don't worry about the price here because you get 5% off if you go with a custom system. It'll pull it back under $2,200. Right, but I mean, you're asking my recommendation, and now that I know that, sure, go with any case that you want. If you want to have the Y series case, wow, it just okay. Where do the cases go? Because they were underneath that before. Okay, it's a Y60. If you want to get that case because you want it, then sure, go for that. But if you're going to go with the black system and you want to be able to put in full-size PCIe slot cards, go with the King 95 Pro. This is also a sick-looking case, and it has tons of airflow, and it's just really, really nice. Plus, it's cheaper at $28 cheaper right there. So I would do that. What storage does it have? It probably has the 1 terabyte drive. But if we go in here, oh, also I'd bump up the wattage on the power supply with a 4070 Ti Super. Yeah. Okay, so this has 2 terabyte Western Digital Blue SN580. You can downgrade the capacity of your storage. It's still the same speeds, but you can go with an SN580 for $98 off, and then you get a free drive. But then you're only at 1 terabyte. However, no, yeah, that's not good because then I guess you spend $63 and you have 2 terabytes, but it's 2 separate 1 terabyte drives. Just stick with this right here. This is fine. But instead, we would bump up your power supply a bit. At least to an 850 watt. Yeah, that's one of the gold rated power supplies right there, so that's good. On the tier list, yeah, that's what I would change. There you go. As for it being over $2,200, like I said, don't worry. Let's take a look what it comes out to. $21.38 and 45 cents estimated total after taking off $112.55. Okay, Aaron, there you go. There's the link for your system. Although it's not coming up as a link for some reason. Oh, here, let me do this. I'm just going to remove that and redo it. There, it's a link now. There you go. Plus the coupon code is how you get it under budget. And I guess it's just going to take a little bit longer, but this one is going to be, I think, a better system than the Ready system in general. Better motherboard, also faster memory. Probably a similar 2 terabyte drive, but yeah, and a better CPU because you're mostly gaming. 7800X3D, 100%. Streaming, 8 cores, 16 threads for gaming and streaming is plenty. So yeah, you're good to go. Don't forget to use that code because that's like $120 off right there. Let's see. Oh, how did I not even notice this? Okay, Colombia. Less than 1,000 for gaming, pro gaming, esports, and streaming. Okay, baseball. I need some more information from you, but your turn is here. Bray, someone asked if you and I are related. I told them that we are Bray elders. We're all swarmies. We're all members of the swarm. That's what we are. What's up, Silent Furies? How's it going? Baseball. Okay, we prefer English names more here. Oh, okay. I see the response to Tommy. Okay, so baseball, I got some questions for you. When you want to buy something on the internet, where do you go? You just go to Amazon? Oh, there was Google's way to go. There's a simple way to move files from my old SSD to the new one. Yeah, basically. I like to use things like this. I guess I gotta unplug this thing. So this is a this is an M.2 to USB right here. And this one isn't like the other ones that I have where you just open a door and just swap it out. This one you actually have to screw it in there. But this takes an M.2 drive. It has a socket in there, and then it just goes to really fast USB Type-C right there. Okay, and then you plug that into your computer, and then you just click and drag files over. Yes, Amazon. Okay, because I don't know of any Colombian SIs, so we would probably be looking at Amazon. I think Newegg ships there, but is there a specific Amazon URL? Let me see. Okay, looks like they can still do free shipping over there, so that's good. It's just Amazon.com, huh? You can't. I was asking. You can't post a link in chat. You would need to send it to me or send it to Alucard or me via Whisper. So you can click my name or click Alucard's name, send a Whisper, and then send a link that way. Death Horizon 123. That can be dust that got into your bearings, or it could be just a cable that's brushing up against the fan blades. I can't diagnose it without physically being there. So. Okay, well, we'll just do Amazon.com. Let me just open an incognito window here because Amazon would love nothing more than to dox the hell out of me. And I don't normally recommend doing Amazon.com for pre-built, but like not every SI is going to ship to Colombia, so it's probably the best bet. Now, there is the other aspect of this to consider, which is the budget for the system. So, what is the actual maximum budget for your system? Because it says is listed as less than $1,000 here. Okay, so it's $1,500. Okay, that's what probably I would have suggested you put in there instead, but okay, that's fine. Okay, and you should be getting free shipping on this, so that helps. But you're looking to do gaming, pro gaming / esports and streaming 1080p. Wow. Skytech has a lot. What the heck is this? Good Lord. This is an old. Why is this even on the market? So here's the thing about Amazon, though, okay? You're not. A lot of these could have been sitting in a warehouse for like 3 years or something. So we need to be pretty discerning. And that's why I'm going to push you onto like 7000 series Ryzen or a newer CPU in general. 7700X and what RX 7600? Nah, dude. Wait, is that it? Is there not more than this? Why are they not in order? It says price low to high. Okay. These are not great. So we'll take Skytech out of the search term here. And let's try this again. See what other brands are out here and what they're doing. $12,700K and 3080. Interesting. Pretty sweet. Why didn't that show? Oh, because I selected AMD. Not CyberPower. Oh, this is a Cooler Master system from Cooler Master. Okay, 12700F and a 4070 Super, but 16 gigs of DDR4. No, that's not enough for streaming. That's nice right there. Okay, 7700X and a 4070, 2 terabyte SSD, 16 gigs. What is with the RAM? It's not expensive. I hate shopping for computers on Amazon. I hate it. It's so bad. Now look at how upside down this is. Intel Core i9 12900K and a 4060. Wow. Not Alienware, not ever. 9000 series Intel. Good. Or 9th gen Intel, excuse me, 9000 series. 9th gen Intel, good lord. Oh, this one comes with a backpack. That's nice. What the hell did they do with this case? I gotta see this. Look at this case. Oh, never mind. I thought it had a pair of like corner fans, like in H6 Flow and side intake. I was like, what did they do? No, it's just a NV5 copy. Bye-bye. Yo, really? 9700X and a 4060 Ti, 32 gigs DDR5, 1 terabyte NVMe, $14.99. But the delivery is pretty long. It's a couple weeks. There are 166 pages of PCs in this price range, apparently. My goodness. $13900 KF and a 4070, 32 gigs DDR5. Wow. The problem with this is that it's with 13th gen Intel, so it needs the microcode update. And though I'm fairly certain Skytech is going to be implementing that in all of their systems moving forward when they do a 13th or 14th gen Intel system, I highly doubt that this one that may have been sitting in an Amazon warehouse for a long time is going to have that microcode update, so you are required to do it. I would love to do a video where I actually legitimately try shopping for a PC on Amazon, but nobody's going to watch a 3-hour video. All right, Tommy, thanks for coming in, and have a good one. Oh, and no problem, Aaron. I just saw that. Should you filter by RAM on the sidebar? Sure. I don't know if it's going to undo everything I did, but... Also, I would prefer to go with AMD if possible. But let's do 32 gigs. What, flash size? What do they mean? Okay. All right. Sure. Flash size is what it's called now, everybody. Just so you know. Well, that narrowed it down a lot. Like too much? There might be an actual RAM size. It's right there. Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right, cool. Yay. Getting tired, man. hold on, let me check something. Within 2 weeks. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know, because I do see that someone else entered the forum. This is probably my last one of the night, because I usually have a cutoff of about midnight and Central, and this one's going to take a while. But if you're on the list, you stay on the list. You can come back on Tuesday, and we'll pick up where we left off. There is so much tech on here that is 2 or 3 generations back. But that helps with getting powerful specs on a budget. There's nothing wrong with previous gen tech. And we're doing 1080p gaming and streaming. I'm just like trying to speed read through these. 7700 and a 512. Come on, Lenovo, you suck. Get that out of here. Like, okay. Why is this on the list? Did it reset? No, it didn't. God, Amazon sucks for browsing tech. It's so bad. I'm sorry I'm whinging about this so much. And black, okay. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll look at that. Okay, they want it in black, so I can't do that one. Not bad. Yeah, well, look at this. What the hell is this case, Zotac? Really? What is this? It's not mesh on the front. No, it's not. It's solid. There are no fans on the bottom, but it's open on the bottom for fans. Basically, this thing is like designed to be chimney style. This is an in-wind case, right? Or it's something like an which case is this? So this is designed to have fans, intake fans in the bottom, and it does not have them, but you can put them in. And so one thing I'm seeing is this MATX. It looks like MATX. 16 gigs. Damn it, man. Nope. It was close, but I mean, Ryzen 5 7600 and a 4070 Super, if all we looked at was CPU and GPU, that would seem like a good deal. But you have to basically swap out this RAM for a different memory, like a different kit. So that's a waste right there. And also, you need to add fans into this thing, I imagine, for it to cool effectively. And besides that, there's no front intake. So any airflow that this cooler is getting is already been heated by the GPU a little bit. CPU GPU is a good deal though. I mean, heck, this 3060 Ti system, 3060 Ti was an absolute banger and still is to this day. 1440p gaming, not a problem. Streaming, it can do all of it, of course. DLSS, everything like that, just not 3.0. And then the Ryzen 5 7600, 6 cores, 12 threads, should be able to handle most streaming and gaming. But I prefer 8 cores if possible. Because it was mentioned that, I mean, it's in the forum, and is that the question is, do you plan on upgrading your CPU over time? And the answer to this one was no. So if I wasn't concerned about microcode, you could go 13th or 14th gen Intel with this, and it would be fine. Nick Muna, please take a moment to read the description of the stream. Welcome to the stream, though. I would say this is probably your best option right here. It's just, it's going to take a little bit of extra time to get it. It ships within 7 to 8 business days. Oh, God, I cannot with this freaking site. Okay, it cannot be shipped there. Okay, so there's going to be some of these where it's going to say, hey, we can't ship it there because I switched it to Colombia. Okay. This did change things a little bit. But yeah, that took that one off the list. It's no longer an option. Okay. You know what? Right here. Let's take a look at this guy right here. All right. I by Power Slate 6 dismissed. Thank you. I chose that myself. I just did that. Okay. Slate 6 Mesh gaming PC computer. Blah, 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 blah. This has a 13900 KF and a 4070 for $1,500 with 32 gigs of DDR5, a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, and that's a heck of a deal. All right. The thing is, if you do this, I need you to promise me that you're going to update the Intel microcode by doing a BIOS update, okay? And you'll be able to find guides on how to do a BIOS update online. But yeah, there you go. There's your system. What aspects do you take into account for streaming? The amount of RAM that comes with the system, 32 gigs is the minimum I usually recommend. And also how much I/O you have on the back. Now this one is probably not going to show us. Just for connecting streaming devices, things like Stream Deck pedals, USB microphones, USB audio interfaces, things like that, webcams, all of that. So here's what you do. And if let me just give you a link to this real quick. I'm also going with the Intel one because you stated you're not interested in upgrading the CPU over time. So it doesn't matter that that platform's reaching EOL. Totally fine. That's just the link for the system real quick. But I wanted to show you this. Okay. And this is the one I have here. Oh, actually, this one here is a good option too, because it's all USB Type A. But this is the one I have that I've been showing you guys right here. 35 bucks. Okay. This guy right here. So that adds, through use of PCIe card right there, it adds a bunch of USB. You don't have to have any external power connected to it from the power supply. It's all through the PCIe bus. Something like this, 35 bucks, gives you more USB ports in case you need them. So I'll link that to you as well. There you go. Whatever. Okay, that's just going to look a little different, I guess. So with apologies to Xenakiss, I do apologize. It is just about time for me to end the stream, but come back on Tuesday. We'll be able to get you in there. And if, you know, unless someone comes back from a way earlier stream, you would be the first person to get help. All right, you got it, B-Dom. Thanks for coming in. No problem, Baseball. Let us know how that turns out, okay? We haven't really had many people in the Discord who bought from Amazon, and I'd like to see how that turns out for you, okay? Do we have an SI testimonial channel for Amazon? Or do they count? I don't think so, because then you would be looking at it as an iBuyPower system. So, thanks, Ed. Appreciate that. What time does live stream start? 8 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Central, Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's a bit of waiting involved there, and that is unfortunate, but at least it is free help, and I'd like to think it's pretty good help. If you're looking for some help earlier than that, you can always go to the Discord and go to the Tech Questions Forum, create a forum post there. It's going to be a lot like filling out the form you just did, so you already have the answers in mind. And our volunteer techies there are awesome. Seriously, the lifeblood of the Discord community. Not for Amazon yet? Okay. But see, I would say it's not really an SI. I would say, oh, I got a SkyTech system off of Amazon, and just put that in bold text in your post if you're posting in SkyTech or something. Daviella, yeah, you missed most of the stream. If you'd let me know you were here, I could have helped you out. Whenever you're here, if you're on the list, I don't automatically know that you are on the list. You got to let me know, hey, Braithorn, I'm on the list. I'm waiting for help, but I'm here now. So be sure to let me know when you arrive if that's going to be the case, okay? If you are looking for help, please tell me so that I can mark you down, and when we get to your turn, then you're going to get that help. But if you don't tell me you're here, then I'm not going to know. Let me close. I have a lot of tabs open. Close some of these. And let me see something here. Love our techies. The techies are the best. They make the Discord work. Okay. So I'm sure this won't really do much, considering there's 8,000 people there already, but I'd like to raid Pirate Software. Things is super cool dude. Always with a positive message. Talks about really cool stuff, programming, game design, things like that. So let's go ahead. We've never done it before. Let's go ahead and go do that. If you guys are cool with that, I would be happy to do so. We're just going to do this as a fun thing to do once. But I'm certain he won't notice. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket in terms of viewership, but I would like to do it. If y'all will stick with me. If you're not already on Twitch, come on over to Twitch from YouTube. Be part of the raid. It could be fun. And yeah, dude is a legend. Dude became a legend out of like nowhere too. Not out of nowhere really, but like it went viral for sure because of those YouTube shorts. And probably TikToks. I don't watch TikTok, so I don't know. But yeah, please stick around for the raid. I do like it when we can have as many people from the swarm go to whoever we're trying to, boost up and go hang out with. And, let's go hang out. Let's go say hi to Thor. So did I need to have the matching ARGB on the liquid cooler? What do you mean, Aaron? I believe I got you the same cooler. I don't recall. Hold on a second. Wait, does that link work? Yes, it does. I went with a different cooler to bring down the price. Yeah, it'll work just fine. It should all be, yeah, it should work just fine in there. Yeah, you're good. It's iBuyPower cooler. It should be good. It should work in there just fine. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and do this raid now. Thank you so much for hanging out in here. I appreciate y'all so much. I had a lot of things open here. But, yeah. I'll see y'all on Sunday for the gaming stream, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Oh, and you know what? Here, let's do this. I think this is the one for. Oh no, which one? Hey, can you guys tell me which one is my LGN that's for followers that don't have to be subscribed? Which one is it? If you're not subbed, please let me know which LGN. Show me which LGN emote you have access to, just so I can make a raid message real quick. Jasmine, you've never heard of Thor. Thor's awesome. Pirate Software. It's Pirate Software. All right, I guess I can go to my settings and just see it real quick. Last time I tried to do a raid thing and I accidentally used the subbed LGN emote, unfortunately. But just 1 second. View rewards, emotes. Okay, it's the one with the white with the purple outline. Getting hiccups. Great timing. Here we go. So you should be able to copy and paste this. If you want to test it out, you can do it now. But if you want to drop that when we get into the raid, that'd be cool. But let's go ahead and go raid Thor, who's playing World of Warcraft and seems to be in a raid of his own right now. But thanks, guys. I'll see you guys on. I'll see y'all on Sunday for the gaming stream. I have an unboxing stream coming up. That's going to be early next week, so be ready for that. It might be Tuesday or it might be Monday or sometime early next week. Okay, we're going to be testing out 9700X in the system. But that'll be it for tonight. Until then, take care.
Let's go, nerds!